Welcome to the Zoom Test Kitchen, where the magic happens live. Every Friday we're on air, testing tech to thrive. From screen share to breakout rooms, we push Zoom to its max. So sit back, relax, and let's see what's in our tech hacks. Zooming in, we're testing it all. Live on YouTube each week. From audio to video, no feature we won't tweak. We're the Zoom Test Kitchen crew, here to innovate. Join the fun, learn the tech, don't be late. We'll dive into the settings, explore every single tab. Make sure your mic is clear, your camera not a drab. We'll show you how to host like a pro, manage like a king. With Zoom Test Kitchen, you'll be zooming with a zing. Zooming in, we're testing it all. Live on YouTube each week. From audio to video, no feature we won't tweak. We're the Zoom Test Kitchen crew, here to innovate. Join the fun, learn the tech, don't be late. Whether you're new to Zoom or an expert in disguise, we've got tips and tricks. We'll open up your eyes. From polls to quizzes, we test functionalities. Join us live, see what Zoom does with ease. So if your meetings lag, or you can't share your screen, or if your audio echoes like you're stuck in between, we've got solutions, we'll show you how it's done. Zoom Test Kitchen, where Zoom fun has begun. Zooming in, we're testing it all. Live on YouTube each week. From audio to video, no feature we won't tweak. We're the Zoom Test Kitchen crew, here to innovate. Join the fun, learn the tech, don't be late. So tune in, don't miss out on this tech fest we lead. Every Friday, Zoom Test Kitchen, where you'll succeed. We'll make your Zoom meeting smooth, keep the tech in check. In the Zoom Test Kitchen, we've got your back, no wreck. So tune in, don't miss out on this tech fest we lead. Every Friday, Zoom Test Kitchen, where you'll succeed. We'll make your Zoom meeting smooth, keep the tech in check. In the Zoom Test Kitchen, we've got your back, no wreck. These lyrics capture the essence of what the Zoom Test Kitchen does, focusing on testing and teaching about Zoom functionalities in a fun, engaging way. Zooming in, we're testing it all. Live on YouTube each week. From audio to video, no feature we won't tweak. We're the Zoom Test Kitchen crew, here to innovate. Join the fun, learn the tech, don't be late. We've got your back, no wreck. We've got your back, no wreck. These lyrics capture the essence of what the Zoom Test Kitchen does, focusing on testing and teaching about Zoom functionalities in a fun, engaging way.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Test Kitchen, the Zoom Test Kitchen. Oh, my Lord, it's Andy Lehman. He's hiding. Good to see you, Andy. Hello, Erm. Hello, Tony. Hello, Mike. And John is here. Happy to see you. So I have had quite the little journey with Zoom support this week, as has Ray Harwood. I don't know if he's coming or if he's going to be watching, but we can certainly tell you all about that, which has been interesting. Let's just kind of go around and say hi. How you doing, Mike?
Doing good. Doing good.
Anything exciting in the Great White North?
Anything exciting in the Great White North? It's getting warmer.
Well, that's nice.
We're not super warm like John in the UK, but which I'll let him explain when he joins us very, very soon. And you said his name, and he shall appear.
And he arrived, right? I just have to say his name three times. And Tony Mobley You're on a 2012 MacBook Pro. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I want to see if I can make this a Zoom machine.
That's
And
older than I am.
so so we'll see. I really didn't have any intention of turning the camera on in the main show today. I was just going to be lurking. And then when we got ready to start, it was just a few of us. And so I said, well, we just go ahead and turn the camera on.
I love it. I mean, look, the camera is what the camera is, but boy, you're in the meeting. Look at that. 2012.
2012.
I
Yeah.
love it. Love it. Fantastic. Hello, Erm. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you.
Good. What's doing by you? Anything exciting?
How are my levels? How are they
I think
today?
your levels are glorious. Wait, let me pull
That's
up.
wonderful.
Well, you know,
I,
let me
oh,
pull up. I have
do I need to
some
put-
who's he what's it's here.
do I need to
My
put my
level
earbuds
meter.
in? Am
No,
I
you should be
creating
okay.
some slapback?
I don't know. Here, let me pull up.
Doesn't
this.
matter.
So now you can see some levels if you'd like.
Is that good? I don't even know what it means. We're good?
So you want, right? Generally speaking, we try and shoot, depending on the show you're on, between 20 and 24. So somewhere in
Right
there.
on. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course.
Hello and go Canadians tonight. That's all.
Go
thank you.
Canadians tonight. I don't even know what that means, but I'm in favor of that.
Mike does. I got a thumbs up. We're good.
Yes. Ray, before you jumped on, I said that we
I
have
heard you. I
tales
was
to
watching
tell.
YouTube.
Did you get yours, by the way?
No, I wrote last night going, what? You know, this guy I know got his yesterday, and you haven't even said anything to me for 3 days. What's going on? Yeah.
But to be fair, they said I got it. I can't find anything about it. So I'm not entirely sure. So what we're talking about, by the way, is Zoom Recording Studio, which was announced as a part of events. Hello, Julie. How are you? Good to see you. It was Hello. It was announced as part of Zoom Events, which also is Zoom Sessions Plus, and it's basically a double-ended recording. And Ray and I both immediately reached out and said, "Gimme, gimme, gimme," because you have to ask for Zoom's permission for it to be turned on. And for the past, I'd say, a week, we have been going back and forth with support, trying to explain to them what product they need to give us. They did not know they were not at all prepared for what Recording Studio is.
Well, it's worse than that, Dave, as you and I both have talked about. They wrote back and went, "Oh, we don't know what this recording studio thing is. You must mean production studio. Let's tell you where that is." And I wrote back, no. This is not what we're talking about.
Yeah. I, for some reason, had two different tickets. I only opened one ticket, but for some reason there were two. So I actually had two people telling me they didn't know, like one right after the other. It was a little crazy. Look, this was like the least important thing in the world that I got Recording Studio. So let's keep everything in perspective. Having said that, this is a huge company. This is a brand new feature they just released.
Yeah.
I give them a little slack. It is a little embarrassing though that they didn't have some sort of support something for them so that
I'm with you. I'm not really upset that I don't have it yet. I got
Right.
plenty of things to do, but the reality is, how many people are asking for this? And when you put it in the release notes, it's released to the wild. And when you say, "Oh, but enablement is required," most people don't even really know what that means. There's a new tab on your web portal that's feature enablement that is apparently non-functional. There's nothing you can actually go there and request. And so, I asked kind of quietly on the Discord channel, what should I do? Should I talk to my account exec first? And, "Oh yeah, talk to your account exec," who immediately messaged me back and said, "I don't know what you're talking about and can't do anything for you. You should probably submit a support ticket," which I did last Wednesday, 9 days ago. And it was a couple of days of back and forth before they finally understood what I really meant, because I sent them the screenshot of the actual piece of the release notes. No, this. And now every other day I get oh, we're still waiting for the back end people to discover what's the best approach to fix your issue. And so, yeah, I'm trying to be helpful. People maybe don't see that, and maybe my demeanor on this, and I'm usually the calmest guy on the planet. But really, really, anybody who is, a tier one customer, $100,000 a year or more, probably picks up the phone, calls their technical account manager, and their technical account manager goes, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll find out for you, and they'll get it the next day. I don't know, but I'm, if there are enterprise level clients out there that are waiting a week for this, it's like, pull it from the release notes if you're
Right.
not ready to actually do the enablement.
It's funny, Ray. I think of myself as a paying Zoom customer because I am, of course, but even as a business paying customer, I'm still that tiny in the Zoom world compared to what you just said. That these corporations and ed accounts that are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. Just so everyone knows what he was just talking about. So if you go into the feature enablement request, if you go into your Zoom account and then click on settings. I'm sorry, you don't have to click on settings. Go down to account management. And under account management, there is a feature enablement requests, which you can click on and do nothing in. There's no way to add anything. You can export nothing, which I mean, that's fantastic. So I just exported this. I mean, that's a nice little feature to be able to export nothing. But yeah. So
yeah.
So in any case, I now have it, or at least they say I have it. I have no idea where it is. I've searched settings in 3 places. I've searched settings here in my account. I've searched the admin settings, and I've searched in my hub because I thought maybe since this is webinars and events only, maybe the settings would be here. But I haven't been able to find anything yet. Maybe it's entirely possible I'm looking in the wrong place, but there's nothing for me to see here. So this is the only settings I have. So in any case, I've got these settings too. Sorry, but there's nothing in here either. I looked in here also.
Look in your cloud recording settings.
Mm-hmm. So let's go up here to settings. And we'll go to, though I also thought I looked in webinar. I thought maybe that was going to be it. But let's go.
A screenshot that I saw when I was talking with Josh Bragg, the actual do the end-to-end recording bit was down below the cloud recording settings.
Okay. So here's cloud recording, automatic recording. Viewers can see the transcript. I'll look more carefully here while Andy chimes in. Go ahead, Andy.
I was just wondering maybe if it's not so much a setting as if it is when you schedule the meeting. Because remember, it's a meeting only, but it's meeting in sessions in Webinar Plus. So I wonder if when you schedule that meeting, if there's some sort of a setting in there. So I don't know if you've tried that yet or not.
That's what I figured also. I haven't had I just haven't done that yet, but yes, I think so I honestly don't even know how to do that. So I'm in events. So I need to create an event, single session. Yeah, I want to do the simpler thing. And we're going to name this, this is a testing I don't know, we'll just call it recording studio. Recording studio. And we'll just do it for today. Event capacity 2. This is associated with, I don't know why I have 2 hubs here, but we'll use this one. Okay. No registration required. Do I need all this? No. No.
How did you start this off, David? Did you start out with the light type of webinar,
Yes.
or
Yes.
okay? So I don't think you'll get this in the light experience. You'll have to do an actual full on.
Well, it's not a webinar. Remember, it's a meeting,
Well, correct, but a
right?
webinars plus session
Correct.
can be a meeting or a webinar, but I don't think you're going to have access to this with the light entrance into the
Okay.
creation.
So let's try
workflow.
this then. All right. So single session, I will switch off. Simplified, we'll do full.
Yes, there you go.
All right. And then we'll do this. And it's here and it's there. And that's right. And I'll just put 5. Main event. We don't need that. This is virtual meeting. Oh yeah, that's important. Yeah. Register. No. No. I don't need any of that. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Emails for any Q&A, invite speakers, all hosts, add registration or attendees, meeting and webinar, meeting video, participant video, meeting audio. Yeah. Okay. Meeting options. Okay. Meeting recordings, allow cloud recording, allow viewers. No, I thought that maybe that was it. Include access. No, already. Allow local recording, automatically start recording when session starts, content generation with AI companion, recording studio.
right there. Yes.
This option, let me zoom in. This option records individual files for up to 10 selected participants. This results in a cloud recording of the full meeting plus a separate cloud recording for each selected person. You can also upload a high quality local recording as a substitute or supplement. Okay. Boom. Additionally, record each participant locally.
The wording on that though almost sounds like you have the option to upload something that you record locally, not like it automatically uploads it when it's done from the local recording.
You're right. You're right. This language right here, right? You can also upload a high quality.
Right.
But as soon as you turn it on, you can see record each participant locally, automatically upload to the cloud. Right.
Okay. Gotcha.
Wait a second. Content shared by the participants. So screen shares are not recorded locally. Create XML metadata timeline file for video editors. I don't really need that. Well, I'll keep it on anyway. Why not? Okay. Save. So now, do I publish this event if I want to actually start it?
You would have to publish it if you're going to start it, David.
All right. I'm starting it. And can I invite one of you to this meeting? Let's see. How do I do this? Forgive me. I've never used this before. I'm so sorry.
So you can go into either the sessions speakers or the alt hosts, either one.
Okay. So hold on. So this is okay.
David, what are you needing? Are you needing somebody just to log in?
I don't know. Hold on a second. The attendee group special.
I wouldn't make a join link because then anybody that sees the join link can hop on in. So if you would go over to your event content over on the far left.
Event content. Okay. Session.
And now add someone as a speaker or an alt host.
Okay.
This is so cool. We're teaching David events platform today.
Yeah, I know. Ray, can I add you? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
What's your email? What email do you prefer?
Ray at goodclicks, goodclix.com.
Okay.
And here comes the spam because someone published an email address on the internet.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Speaker's title.
Filter. I'll get rid of
Chief Zoomy. Okay, speaker video. Save. Okay. So now.
So David did miss a lot of things there, everybody, but that's okay. We'll continue.
Well, do I need to do those things?
Well, for a proper event, you should. But yes, we'll
Well,
continue.
this isn't a proper event. We're just playing around for goodness sakes. All right. Now, how do I get into this godforsaken meeting now?
Well, you have to
boy.
save. You have to save so that
Yeah, I
it,
saved. All right, I did that already.
Okay. And now you can go up to the top where it says dates and links.
Is this the
And
link?
yeah,
I think that's the link.
wouldn't use the group join link, but I have an invitation. You should have an invitation if you are the host.
Yeah, you'd
Are
think
you
so, but
are you listed in the
I don't
did you
know.
list yourself?
I
Put
don't know,
yourself
but
in there.
I have the what you call it here, the meeting ID, and so I'll just join from this. So we're gonna go here, and I'm gonna join, and I'm gonna put that in there, and this in here. I'm not gonna connect to audio. Unable to join Zoom event. I didn't register. My Zoom events ticket page. Okay. Sorry, guys. This is me not knowing what I'm doing. I apologize. Registration and join. Maybe this is it. See, registration isn't required. Anyone with the code can join on. Oh, that's on Zoom Room. Maybe I'll try this. Okay, there we go. Now I'm in. All right, I'm starting. Oh, dear Lord, what is that? Why am I in space? Wait. What? What? What?
What happened?
I'm so confused. I don't even have. What? I never have this stuff on. Oh, that is too funny. Okay. All right. So I'm now in the meeting. Let me make this a little smaller. And are you in the meeting too? No, you're not in the meeting.
Well, yeah, I would have to join from my other computer.
Sorry.
Here,
Okay.
or drop this one, either one. I can certainly do that.
No. So let's see. So I'm just going in here. I'm going into the settings to see if there's anything in this meeting. Record separate participant audio files. No. Keyword of troubleshooting. I wonder if it just start like it do it. I wonder if I just start recording, if that triggers the double-ended recording. Like
Well,
it's unclear to me what triggers it, what starts it.
there's a configuration menu somewhere on here, and I don't know exactly where it is. I think it's in your more menu.
I think it's in more. Okay. Host
Recording
tools,
studio.
transfer, start billable hours, meeting research, and voice recording studio. See, this is why we have Ray on the show. Right there, recording studio.
Look forward to the more menu, David.
It's also under recording, by the way, I think. Yeah, recording studio. There it is. And there's literally nothing there. I think it's because I'm the only one in the meeting. I think.
Correct.
Does someone else have
the screenshot that I've seen from Josh is that all of the other people will be listed, and you can check as many as 10 boxes.
Okay.
And their machine will get a signal from the Zoom mothership. Hey, you need to start local recording, and that'll work.
Let me see if I can hold on a second. I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna see if I
get over there
can't.
from another machine too.
Let's see if I can't join from this. Oh, that didn't work. Ba-da-ba-bum. That's the event page. I don't really want the event page. I'm just trying to join from another join event. All right, hold on. I can do this. Test that. Okay. So now I'm joining this event. I want to allow this to open. Where's my mouse? Allow. Okay. Wait, now I'm going to have two people in here. Let me make sure all the audio is
David, if
turned
you
up.
need another one, I can give you another one as well.
Okay. Let me just make sure all the audio is turned off. All right. I don't have a camera on this one, unfortunately. So maybe that's not going to.
I think I have one that has a camera.
Okay. So I'm going to give you the link.
Please. Yeah, just
Yeah.
post it in the everyone or to
Yep.
me directly, the manner.
Yep. You'll have to register, but that should be fine. It lets you write in afterward.
Yep.
Oh, sorry about that. I wasn't thinking. Oh, Ray's here. Okay, there's Ray. Oh, I'm still not seeing anything. I'll close and reopen Recording Studio. Recording preferences. Okay. Recording Studio. Huh. That's interesting. I don't have local recording. Huh. Recording settings. I don't have anything for nothing's jumping in here for Recording Studio. Is there something that I haven't done like to start this again, because this is an event, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Have I not started this properly, or?
Do you maybe have to start recording first before it
No, I
gives you the
did.
option?
Yeah, that I did.
Oh, sorry, I'm watching on my phone, so I missed
No,
that.
no, of course. I'll start recording. Let me start it again. Stop recording. That's fine. Turn it off. So I said record to the cloud. That's what I figured I would have to do.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still not getting anything in Recording Studio. Maybe they didn't turn it on.
Well, it's probably turned on, but there's a learning curve, and we'll have to figure out how to actually do it. Josh had messaged me last week and said we should get together this week and give it a
Yeah.
whirl and see how it goes. And yeah, I have to look and see if it's actually in mine.
I wonder if there's so this is the event. I wonder there's meeting a webinar. The settings should be here. Yeah, it's still down here. Recording
David,
Studio.
I'm in the waiting room. There you am. Thanks.
You are?
I'll let him in. I let him in.
What?
Oh,
I'm here.
thank
Because
you.
I'm an alt host.
Okay, so we now have 4 people in here. Let me pull that back up. So here we all are, or at least 3. I don't really count that second one. And oops.
So David, I'm going to take a guess here that all of the configuration that needs to happen with recording off, so that when you turn it on, it does what you tell it to do.
Well, I didn't do, so everything was configured when we set the meeting
Okay.
up. And then I started the meeting. I immediately hit record to the cloud, and then I opened Recording Studio, and there's nothing here. So,
Right. So stop the recording. Do you get anything back for Recording Studio?
no, let me pop this off. I wonder if maybe I should be recording to my, no, see, that's interesting. Now it disappeared.
And I've got Recording Studio in my menu as well as an alt host.
Oh, you do?
And
so
yes,
maybe you
except I'm getting that, the twirling circle of, yeah, I'm trying to get some data, and it obviously isn't getting it. So
huh.
yeah.
Okay. Oh
We'll
well.
figure it out.
Maybe next week. But Okay, now at least we know where to find it. We know that it's in that you have to create a meeting in sessions or
Well,
events.
let's go back to square one, David. You have to turn the switch on in your settings area first.
Right. And where
You were on your web portal, your normal web portal in the
no, no,
cloud
no, 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 no.
recording.
I thought it was just I thought it wasn't in the settings.
No, it was the very bottom one. I thought you were reading off.
Right, but this is after. So
Okay.
I went in, I created the meeting, then I went into the meeting settings and I turned it on for the meeting. So it doesn't seem to be a global setting. It's a per meeting setting, I think is what happened. So so this is the meeting right here. And then I went to meeting and webinar. And then if you scroll down to recording, there's recording studio down here. Sorry, I'll zoom in on that again. So that was set up before we went in, but again, it's entirely possible that I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, but that's where it is. At least we know where it is. Set up go into events, set up your meeting within sessions plus. Sorry, webinars plus. I'm sorry, within webinars plus. And then and when you're setting that up, thank you, Andy. When you're setting it up, you can enable this. Even after the fact, it looks like you can enable it. You just create it and then set it up. But then that's where we kind of lose things after that. So, okay. Goodbye, my fellow recording studio friends. Testing recording studio. So this is just the regular local record that I just did. I just had to do a 10-second local record.
And the other piece of that, David, just to kind of be clear for everybody, is that if we were successful at starting the local recording for me and for Mike, our machines would now be processing that recording. And when it's done, would actually make a couple of attempts to actually upload it, and it would be in your cloud storage. And I don't know what that looks like once it gets there, but once I find that, I'll let you know.
Right.
And I've also seen a screenshot of, you might get an error message that says I've tried several times to upload it and it wasn't successful. Click here to try again and that sort of thing. So low tech for the people actually at the far ends.
What would cause it not to upload? Would that be a bandwidth issue?
Probably like you had an internet when you were recording, but now you don't.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
It's fun and games for 30 minutes.
Yeah. Here's what I know for sure. We, the six of us, now know more than anybody who works at Zoom knows about Zoom recording studio, having just done this.
Except maybe Josh Bragg. Josh Bragg, we got to give him credit. He's not.
Andy, and we'll give it to Andy
And
Carlucci also. He knows also. The poor support people. I was actually thinking about this, that how impossible it must, and this is where AI I think can be super helpful, how impossible it is to keep track of every new feature across all of the whole Zoomiverse. There's just so much. And so AI being able to focus in or have AI find the right information for them to give to us or for better yet, for us to just be able to find it is super important.
Yeah. For an engineering organization though, I mean, there's an arm of Zoom that's not financial and not operations, but the engineering group. I've done software development and testing in an FAA controlled environment before. And, you go through all the testing and you go through all the documentation, you go through all of that stuff before you release it. And that includes the support documents that if this occurs, here are the steps to try and remedy that and all that sort of stuff. And yes, with AI, this stuff all ought to be online somewhere, and someone, even a tier 1 specialist, ought to be able to go recording studio and get something back that says, eventually there will be some instructions here, but right now we haven't gotten to it, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. What you just said about when they release something, there should, you test it beforehand and all that. I've created an app in Lovable that I'm launching next weekend for my school, and I'm going to say very complicated because I don't really know anything about apps. To me, it's incredibly complicated. It's at least 250,000 lines of code that we've written. That I haven't written anything that Lovable has written. And the lots of different pieces and whatever. But what I'm thinking about is the fact that I've done a tremendous amount of testing. But even today, like, someone found a bug and I'm going to squash it. And like, I think that in some ways software development with AI has changed. It's no longer wait until you've squashed all the bugs. Now it's get it out fast and squash as you go, or fix as you go. At least that's the approach that I'm taking with this new app.
Yeah, David, that's very California of you. So that's very Silicon Valley of you, which is to a point been its demise too of Silicon Valley.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, I only have to say one company right now that's holding on for dear life right now because they don't know if they should still be adding AI products to all their software.
Who?
Microsoft.
Really?
Microsoft. Yeah.
Right now, the co-pilot got sent to the back of the plane.
It did?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, it didn't. It got renamed. It got renamed. It's being put in the products individually and being called something else because they know everyone hates Copilot. So they've rebranded it and they're hiding it, but it's still there.
What was the problem with
program.
Copilot? What did people not like? I'm not a Microsoft guy, so what did people not like about it?
Go ahead, Ray. You start first, and I'll
everything.
Oh, really?
Clippy for
you
AI.
Can't turn it off. It's everywhere. It pops up everywhere.
Okay.
I can use Zoom AI Companion when I want to use it, and I can turn it off and I can tweak it. But that thing kept popping up in the middle of my emails. I'm trying to type something, and would you like me to rewrite this for you? No. And how do I turn you off? Oh, I'm sorry, I can't tell you that, Dave.
Gotcha. Google is having a similar issue now that they've rolled out Gemini in every single tool that they have. It's in every doc. There's a thing at the bottom. There's a sidebar. It's everywhere. And I've heard, in fact, Leo Laporte on the Twit network was complaining about this last week, that he can't stand that. It's like, I will ask you when I want your help. Leave me alone until then.
Right. Yeah.
Just
So
give me
again,
a shortcut key.
Yeah.
and there was also plans too to actually embed it with actually in the operating system itself, which means that potentially, and again too, they also wanted, because the manufacturers wanted it, because there's CPU, GPU, and there's also an NPU. The NPU would actually allow you to have AI locally done.
Is that the neural?
Machine.
Is that the neural
unit.
processing?
Yeah. So that's
last night on the rundown, our topic was, are we turning against technology? And it's so interesting to me that there's a lot of pushback right now against AI kind of invading our workspace, and we're all still using it, so it's not, we're not hating it enough to not use it. But I'm also thinking about how next week, is it next week or the week after? The week after, the 8th, Apple is going to announce their grand inclusion of, they're not going to call it Gemini, but Apple Intelligence into their stuff. So here we are, we've got Microsoft having to rename and kind of hide what they've done. We've got people complaining about how Google has implemented their AI and everything. And so everyone's running this way and Apple's running that way to implement. They haven't even implemented it. They haven't even put it in yet. It's fascinating.
So again, it's if now again, there probably could be right now the Apple verse, and I'll say it this way. Right now, you guys have been spared-ish. Now, I'm not saying on the software side, because the Mac software side, you guys probably have AI related stuff to OpenAI and such like that, Gemini and such. But again, as far as think of it this way, you turn on your MacBook, turn on your MacBook Air, it boots up. As soon as you log in, AI is talking to you. You like that, Dave?
No.
Right.
Right. Wow. And that was the implementation
that's
wow.
what Microsoft wants is that, hi, Dave, how are you? Would you like me to check the weather for you? It's basically, you know, how you have your A and your G devices. Yes, I said that so that they didn't activate anything.
You know what though?
Here's basically that on steroids. Now you're taking
that
into
Clippy on steroids.
Yeah,
right.
Clippy. Yeah,
but I will say, I wonder if I can find it here. I don't know if they actually save it. I've been switching browsers because I cannot find a browser that I'm happy with. So
Right.
I'm now using Dia. I actually stopped using Dia. I'm using Dia again. Dia is from the browser company. They made Arc. Dia is their AI browser. So it's got an AI side panel you can use if you want. And I don't even know where I turned this on, but every morning I get a briefing, a daily briefing. And I got to say, it's actually been amazing. Like it has been reminding me of things that I completely forgot about otherwise, that I needed to remember. It's just a little website, a web page that pops up that it creates for me. It doesn't put it, I mean, it does. It puts it front and center when I open the browser, but I can navigate away from it. But I've actually found it super helpful. So
again, it's not, but again, that's you going into that browser.
Agreed. Yes, agreed.
Right? So take that
right.
to the next level.
I'm choosing to use that browser. Yeah.
Right. You're now logging in to your PC or Mac, and now magically you have the equivalent of what you're seeing in that browser on your desktop, using up resources, constantly polling the AI servers that are saying, oh yes, David wants to know about this because David told me that he likes this and David likes that. So I'm going to make sure that David has all this stuff. And David, would you like me to record something for you today? Or would you like me to do this for you today?
Frank, are you all Windows machines, your school?
No, we're everything.
Oh, you're everything. So so the I don't know if it's a university, whatever it is. You don't buy into one platform?
Well, I mean, most departments will issue you a Windows computer, but I mean, departments are free to buy whatever they want for their employees, so we have everything.
Gotcha. Okay. Any Google books?
No, we're a Office 365 organization.
Gotcha.
There may be Google books. I haven't looked. Well, usually I go on the Zoom. I go on the Zoom dashboard to see breakdowns by OS and by device.
Who's using what? Yeah. Can I ask how many users you have in your org? Approximately. I'm just curious.
30-something thousand who have licenses, and altogether around 47,000. Not everyone has a full license.
And do students? Are they like counted in that, or is that?
Yeah.
They are. Okay. Wow. It's a lot of people to do tech support for. God almighty.
It's surprising. We don't get it's a very small percentage if you look at it from a percentage perspective. Zoom works really well. Like we don't get. It's usually when people don't know how things work. It's not because Zoom isn't working correctly. It's usually user knowledge problems.
Right. And so. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, just, because Zoom changes so often too, right? Like every 90 days, you could be looking at a different kind of interface for Zoom, right?
What is there an argument to be made, Frank, for especially for an org your size that pace of iteration is really detrimental?
Yeah, that's a very logical thing to say. We try to do a Zoom update once every 4 months at the end of every semester, between semesters. We try not to do anything in between semesters. So we have 3 windows a year where we push a new version to the whole user base. Minimum requirement.
So your org, we were talking before about how, I've complained a little bit on here about how I'm a paying customer and, and I'm a business, but I'm me as a paying customer compared to an org like yours I mean, you guys, I assume, are one of those 100,000 plus, a year customers, I'm sure.
Well, we're a corporate customer. I mean, there's
Right.
places that are much bigger than us.
Of course.
40,000 isn't that much for a company like Zoom.
Gotcha.
We're just one client out of, hundreds of thousands of clients. But the one thing we do with our Zoom is it's not so locked down that you can't be on the latest version. We just enforce a minimum requirement, not a maximum requirement. So if you want to be on the most cutting edge version of Zoom, go for it.
Oh, but there are some things that you don't enable. There's some things you don't turn on.
Yeah,
right?
there's definitely features we debate, have internal conversations about whether this is helpful or not helpful, or whether it's against a policy that we may have. Some things are not so helpful.
And is Zoom AI something that's turned on for people?
Not completely.
Parts of it are.
It's a complicated topic because there's a big thing in academics about students using AI when they shouldn't be, to cheat or do other things they shouldn't do that are academic misconduct. So it depends. But we also, let's say we did turn an AI feature on globally, hosts can still turn almost anything off they want.
Right.
So it's really, if you're hosting the meeting and you don't want AI in your meeting, you're welcome to turn it off and not allow anyone in the meeting to use it.
Conan O'Brien was the speaker at Harvard's graduation, and he was talking about how Harvard has, they've changed their policies on AI, that they're banning AI for the students because the teachers really just want to be able to use it exclusively for grading papers. Because he was acknowledging the teachers are all using AI for the grading. We just don't want the kids using AI for the writing.
So this is a little old-fashioned, but I think John brought this up a couple of weeks ago, and I think it's pretty funny. There's this famous picture in academics where there's a professor in the classroom, but it's the professor has a reel-to-reel on the counter of the teaching desk, and then all the seats are full of little mini recorders, and there's no people in the room. It's sort of like AI is kind of reminding me of that, like an instructor creating all their content with AI, and then all the students answering with AI, and who's actually teaching and who's actually learning. Right.
That's so interesting. Are most of, I don't mean to pick on you, I'm sorry, but I'm just curious. Are you use Zoom extensively? Are most of the classes online classes, or? No,
about 20% of classes are online. I think most schools have some percentage of online classes. That's a hot topic in academics, whether or not online classes are good for education or not, but they exist and they're not going away. So
yeah, interesting.
They're also good for students often have to do group work, and instead of having to all travel to a central location, they can schedule their own Zoom meeting and have it after hours. Right. They don't have to get on a bus and go somewhere. So
is your student body really spread out? Because I'm thinking about, I went to Brandeis in Waltham, Massachusetts. We lived within a half a mile. The entire campus.
Yeah. We're really spread out.
Oh, you are.
We have people who are attending from other cities, other countries.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Boy, it's changed. When I was in university, the idea that you would be enrolled somewhere and not physically be there was just not a.
Yep. I've been doing distance education for 30 something years. Yeah, it's gone through a lot of changes.
I got my college degree all online. The only time I was at the school was
You're
to walk
kidding
across the
me.
stage. Nope.
How
Did
interesting.
it all online. Yep.
Yeah, but you're young. You're like a baby. Where did you go?
Indiana Wesleyan University.
And all of their classes were available online for you?
All the ones I needed to take were. Yep. My whole
so I've got a daughter that's getting ready to go to college now, my third. I'm curious, what was that thought process like for you? I mean, why did you?
Well, for me, I went later in life, so I didn't go right out of high school. So for me, I had already had a family established, and I had a career I was doing. So I actually was a full-time student and a full-time employee, and a dad and a husband. So I didn't want to pick up and move to 2 hours to where the school was at.
Gotcha. Okay. My daughter was admit. This is years ago. This is actually pandemic time. No, I'm sorry. This is 4 years before the pandemic. She's old. She was admitted to University of Florida,
Wait,
but
if she's
into
old, then I am too. I'm just gonna
yeah.
say that. Like I'm older than she is, I'm sure.
So she was. This is in 2016, I guess. She got into the PACE program at University of Florida, but the PACE program was the first 2 years you had to do your classes online. You couldn't matriculate into the real program. And at that point, we said no. Like the whole point of you going to college, the whole point of us paying this money is for you to have the college experience. We want you to, go out with your friends and get drunk. We want you to fall asleep in the lecture, all that other stuff. We didn't want her living at home or not being part of the university or being online. So she was at the University of Miami. We ended up paying 10 times as much, and we're in debt for the rest of our lives. Wah, wah.
David, at the sort of expense of dragging this particular bit on, let me relate a little bit about my son, or our son, who is now 30, or did he just turn 31? He just turned 31. At the age of 16, we were living in a little town called Arizona City, halfway between Phoenix and Tucson. Very small, tiny little home. And the best place for him to go to school was Central Arizona College. And it was a community college. And in fact, he didn't even have a high school diploma. He went there and took his GED. And when he took his GED, we went there, all three of us, and the guy came out and went, "Oh, you have really good scores here. We'd like to offer you a full scholarship to Central Arizona College. All you have to do is pay for your books." And so he had learned to drive and was commuting there. He had to go to classes there. In a 2-year program, and sort of in the middle of the second year, they said, "Hey, we've got this program with Northern Arizona University that you get 90 credits here and then get your last 30 credits there." To make the long story short, he got his 90 credits on campus, and all of his NAU stuff was done online. It was, IT management and project management and all that sort of stuff. And he was already a big, I got all my friends on the computer and play games, and so it was a natural for him. So and we see these signs around Phoenix, the billboards that say come to Maricopa County community colleges and graduate with no student debt. He basically got out of college with no student debt whatsoever.
Yeah. Arm's giving you that. Yeah. That's and when we've been talking on the rundown about the new bachelor's program that's coming from TED and what's it called? Oh goodness. The tutoring thing. Khan Academy, Khan TED or TED Khan. I think it's Khan TED, that they're starting a bachelor's program. A fully online bachelor's program, which is going to cost apparently $10,000 for a full bachelor's program. Interesting. And they're using Zoom, as I understand it.
They're using a lot of AI too, though, right?
I don't know. Maybe they might be. Yeah, I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying it's cheap.
I didn't say it was anything. I'm just saying they're using a lot of AI.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they are. They have their AI actually. So they created this Conmingo thing. It's actually really, really interesting. I've played with it. It's at least the bit that I've played with. It will not give you the answers. It is trained to help you figure it out by asking other questions and guiding you here. And I think it's an exciting use of AI because it's not doing the work for you. It's helping you do the work.
Yeah. So. There's browsers though that will fill in all your questions on your quizzes for you. It's crazy now.
Yes, absolutely. What's going on? Anything exciting?
Actually, a question for Zoomies and e-cammers, if I could. Is that okay?
Of course.
Number one is, do you find if you have joined a meeting, so you're not hosting, but you've joined a meeting with eCam, that the apps are not available to you or sometimes not available to you? Has anybody
That is,
noticed
that,
this?
yeah,
They are-
that is correct. The apps
they
are
are
not
always-
available
yeah.
in the SDK. They're not.
They-
They're always not available.
Yeah, they are always not available to. He's absolutely right. Yeah, the apps are, for whatever reason, they're just not part of the SDK that Zoom provides. And so even if eCam wanted to, they can't include those. Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
awful. Does anybody know if that's changing? Like that's
No, and I'll explain a little more from the developer side. And I know if John was here, he would come with this too. You got to think of it this way. The Zoom apps are made from the Zoom SDK. So they are a subset of the Zoom SDK. So if you enjoy the Zoom apps are made for only, at this
Got
particular
it.
point, Zoom Workplace app.
okay.
Because you
Right.
are using eCam and you're already using a Zoom SDK, whatever that company, aka eCam, is using as in, because they have full access to the Zoom SDK stuff. So anything that you use within your Zoom apps, they in theory have access to fully use that too. But it is up to them what they actually are providing from the Zoom SDK in eCam for you to use. And
Okay,
if
that's
it's
helpful.
functionality in that regards that you need in eCam, then you have to let eCam know, but they have full access to it on the Zoom SDK. And Jonas is saying not entirely. And Jonas, explain to me what you mean by that, please. Because as far as I've been told by the development team, that it depends on if it's a Zoom SDK or any of the Zoom APIs. It is what it is. So
Okay.
it is up to the developers themselves. But yeah, if there is certain apps that you want to use,
Yep.
unfortunately, right now, there's the Zoom SDK itself that eCam is using. They're basically building their own. In theory, you could almost think of it this way: is eCam is actually making its own Zoom app.
Yep.
To connect to Zoom, right?
Yep. Okay. Thank you. That's really helpful. And also,
can I just ask a question real quick? I'm curious if anyone
I'm sorry.
has any, I'm just curious if anyone has any insights as to why, if there's a reason other than a technical reason, why Zoom would not want to include apps in the SDK.
I'm not entirely sure that Zoom actually prevents you from using any apps with the SDK. I think it is probably a feature that can be enabled or disabled by the person who uses the SDK.
No, it's not in there.
Those apps.
No, it's not in the, it's not available in the SDK.
It's not at all available in the SDK.
Not at all. At least the developers at eCam, that's what they've explained. And actually, I think Andy once told us.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Andy probably said that one time too.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not surprising though. Why wouldn't Zoom reserve a few goodies for itself?
Right. Maybe that's all it is. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, I just Mike, I just signed up for Josh Barge's monthly office hours.
Good.
It went like berserk. It was finding times back in early May, and I don't know, it was really weird.
Yes, because of the fact that it's a reoccurring. That's how it looks on the events platform for reoccurrings.
I understand that, but like when I go in, why would it show me events that are past? I don't want to.
Because you get to access all the archives.
You can watch the recordings.
Oh.
Welcome to the world of events platform.
Oh.
So because you now have signed up, you have actually full access to all the archives ever since he started that.
Oh. Okay.
Events platform is cool, honest.
Thank you. Sorry. Zoom community. Wow, look at all these. Sorry, I'm looking at. I totally cut you off, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. I think I may have answered my own question, but it is, when do you decide in your workflow when to use Production Studio, I guess, with Zoom Events, right? Zoom Events has Production Studio. Yes.
Yeah.
So, versus Ecamm. And is it because you would be producing like a huge event that needs all the things incorporated into that product, not just Production Studio? Or like just having experienced a taste of it with you, Ray, that was something that I was thinking of. It's like, well, okay, when would I use Production Studio only, assuming obviously you have a Zoom Events license versus Ecamm? Does that make any
My,
sense to
my,
anybody?
my theory for that would be that the event that we had with the nursing conference, where I brought in 8 people to basically take care of individual sessions, there's no way I'm going to go, you have to have Ecamm or you have to have vMix or you've got to have something and you've got to be able to do all that. We can do all of that stuff. Maybe not every little thing that everybody wants to do, but we can do the vast majority of the things in Production Studio. And as everybody discovered who hadn't really used Production Studio before, it's not that big of a learning curve. So you can come up to speed and anybody can use it. If you are going to be hosting your own event, your own session, that to me then makes it a personal choice. Do I think Production Studio is better or do I think Ecamm is better for what I want to do?
Well, I think there's actually a strong argument for Production Studio, and I'm Mr. Ecamm over here. And the strong argument for Production Studio is that with Ecamm, you can't have your presenters or your speakers. I mean, you can, but it's very difficult to have your presenters or speakers in the same room, the same meeting as your audience, and then to produce them through Ecamm. Because what ends up happening is everyone comes into the meeting, you're pulling their video out into Ecamm and then pushing it right back into the same meeting, which immediately brings in a delay between audio and video. Whereas Production Studio is the only place that's actually figured out how to not do that. It whatever it does so that you don't end up with that delay. So that's an argument. Yeah. Go ahead, Frank. Sorry.
No, I think Ray said all that needed
Okay.
to be said.
Yeah. Or what I'll just add to that, because John and I do Production Studio for all our shows, is that what it ends up doing is that everything is done so the Production Studio itself is in the cloud. So it's right at the actual Zoom servers itself. So you don't have to, with Ecamm, you have to download everything and then re-upload everything, right? So it's literally the video and audio sitting there, and Production Studio is just going, yeah, I want this one, I want that one, I want this one, I want that one. Then I'm going to do whatever I want. Right.
Super
Without getting
helpful.
into-
Thank you, everybody. Yeah. Thank you. That's all.
And I'll toss in one more quick thing, and that is if you are actually going to do an event that primarily has pre-recorded content, the ability to actually stream that through Production Studio from the cloud rather than from your machine going over the internet is way better.
Yeah, we also do that too. So our beginnings and our endings, for the most part, are videos that start at the beginning and start at the end.
Did anyone attend the VizRT webinar yesterday? Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. No? So I was there. And I'm trying to see if I can pull up. There's no recording available that I can find. It was pretty cool. So this is, for those of you who don't remember, this is, what's it called? Activate or Captivate or something? VizRT Captivate with an AI in the Captivate. So this was their magical teleportation. I mean, part of it is just putting you in a scene, like in a newsroom or whatever, and that's fun. But the really cool piece of it is what they call teleportation, which is where you can have someone, you don't need a special camera, it can just be a webcam, but you stand back from it so it gets your whole body, and it takes you through Zoom and puts you into the room with this other person and then sends that out to the rest of the Zoom room. They had someone from I don't remember where he was. One person was in London, one person was someone else. They were standing next to each other. Of course, they weren't really, but they were standing next to each other, same height. It was very cool, I have to say. It was really compelling. If I didn't know what they were doing, there would be moments when I would say, "Oh, okay, those two are talking to each other in a room," you know. So it was very cool. If any of you are interested, that's VizRT. See if I can find the. Let me find
Get
the
a
link
price
for
quote,
you.
David?
No, I didn't, because I figured that would ruin it for me. Um, yeah, here's the VizRT stuff. So, and we had talked about this, and we even showed a little video about how this is an example, right? So this woman is not actually in the room. I think is how they're. There is a video somewhere up here. I don't know where though. Oh, watch the demo webinar. Was this it? I don't think so. Oh yeah, it was. I'm sorry. You can watch it right here. I have to. Okay, I don't want to go through this, but yeah, if you go to vizrt.com, there is you can watch the demo webinar right here. So that's fantastic. Oh, now I see. Now I kind of want to rewatch it again. Let me just put this information and see if we can watch some of it. I don't think we'll get any takedowns. Um, uh, Boy, they really want a lot of information, don't they? I'm in education.
Sure do.
Yeah. I always feel bad doing this because I'm not actually going to buy it. So
You'll get a call next week.
I will. I'm sure I will. Yeah. City and contact. Oh, they don't actually make you do a contact number. So, okay. All right, here we go.
That's okay. That's called the email address. That's good.
Right. So this is cool, right? So this is, I'll go back to that part of it. Okay. So now he's going to bring the guy in. You know, the audio isn't really that important. So there he is. I mean, it's a little fuzzy. It's you know, you could definitely tell if you're looking. But now presumably this guy has a, you know, I mean, in a perfect world, there's a monitor here that he's looking at. I don't actually know if that there is. He may just be acting, but the idea is that there's a monitor here so that and this guy is definitely looking at a monitor. And in fact, they're going to do a split screen. Here we go. So that's the split screen. So that's what he's actually looking at. He's looking at a computer. And it's just kind of keying him out, I guess. And then you can also throw up. So they made a big deal about how, and again, this is all using Zoom rooms. So they made a big deal about how there's one guy over here that's controlling this whole thing, that's kind of compositing this shot in VizRT, and then bringing up this slide deck behind them and is able to kind of go through slides and things like that. You can see there's some weirdness going on there with this hand. But oh, and then he's gone. Let's see what else was there. I guess that was most of the thing. Yeah. Oh, and then there was all of this stuff, you know, how you can, and again, this is all, you know, he's just standing in that room still, but to me, I don't see any real value in this, but they talked a lot about, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just about to ask, if you can, does it mean you should?
Right. Yeah. I mean, they talked a lot about, you know, corporate leads and all hands meetings and stuff like that, and how, you know, how that might be valuable. So this is what it looks like, right? This is the side by side. That's interesting. I didn't realize. So that's how it works. You stand in front of a table. Huh. you know that they spent time figuring out the height, and I guess maybe I'm wrong. You've got
As long as everybody acknowledges, I think that we know that these are composed and that sort of thing. It's
right.
not a big deal as long as nobody makes a big deal of it.
Right. And you were talking about production studio, right? Here, again, this is the same idea as production studio, right? You've got, but it's really nice the way that zooming in and out is really, that's a nice little thing. And here it's all controlled by this, just the Zoom room and the Zoom room controller. Hi, Leo Mindell.
Hello, Rabbi David Paskin.
So here you go. Right, he's got something right. I mean, I don't know. There are pieces of this I think that are really compelling, and then the thing where the guy's in the room, to me, that's just wild.
David, you got to be careful that certain things are their TriCaster product, and certain things are the Captivate product as well. So
okay.
when he's in the virtual room, that's the TriCaster doing that. But when he's bringing up that person that just disappeared, that was Zoom.
Right.
Coming in. Okay. So
I think the virtual room is also VizRT. This whole thing is a VizRT.
Correct. VizRT TriCaster, which used to be the NewTek TriCaster, is running the show.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe they said this was all from a Zoom room device, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. In any case, it was really, really interesting.
Yeah, it's a combination of all of their VizRT products all in one.
The argument that they made for this kind of experience is, there it is. Let me bring that up. The argument they were making, or at least part of the argument, was you can have your CEO and your CFO and your CTO in different cities for the all hands meeting, but they can all be in the same room as they're presenting, which I think that's a compelling argument. That's cool. In any case, that was the VizRT webinar. You can see that if you want to watch the whole thing at vizrt.com, VIZRT.com.
For a company that lets their employees work remotely, I think it's really, really great. For a company that says everybody has to be in the office, and then you prance this out and bring 3 guys in from their lovely homes on different continents or whatever
on their islands,
is probably not good.
That's a really good point. A very good point. Yeah. What else are we doing? Leo, where are you going? Anywhere fun?
Going home from doing a service.
Oh, very nice.
That's it. Nothing exciting. Nothing exciting. I think the thing that I find it interesting about though, so there's 2 sides to that VizRT thing. There's what the people see and what the people who are involved in it see. And the people involved in it don't see as good a experience as the people who are watching it, if that makes sense. And having that communication between people, it sort of breaks down because they're watching a TV, which is not compositing themselves and the other person. So, but I still think that a lot of this is where it's gonna really work is in when you're doing, I don't know, you use it in a medical environment. People talk about operations and that the doctor or a specialist can be seen watching from, they're involved. But even, the days of CSI, when we all used to watch CSI Miami and CSI this, that, and the other, you can imagine doing crime scene investigations where the person who's a world expert actually isn't on the scene. Right. You can actually see it from remote. That'd be crime CSI cyber or something. It'll be called
CSAI. It'd be CSAI. Yeah.
The
You know,
CSAI. There you go. There's your new TV show.
there you go. You know, what's interesting though, Leo, is that because you talked about how they're not seeing the composite, they're not seeing this, having the same
Yeah.
experience. It's
Yeah.
one of the things that I don't like, and I guess I could do it differently, but one of the things I don't like about the way Zoom, excuse me, about the way Ecamm for Zoom works is that, for example, when we do our show Thursday night, my feed into Zoom is the program feed. And what that means is that guests are seeing themselves. And that's not normal. I mean, I know it's normal for us now because we're all used to it
Hey,
in
Dave.
Zoom. Yeah.
You can switch your camera in Ecamm for Zoom to be something else. I did it today. I was on a call. I was capturing all of the guests, but I sent the return feed to Zoom just to be my normal camera, so they didn't see the program feed.
Fair enough. Right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Right. That wouldn't work in my case only because of the zoom on my camera, but that's my problem. That's not an Ecamm problem. You're absolutely correct about that. But what I guess where I was going though is that this wanting to show your talent, the production feed, that's like that. I don't that we never look at when we're talking to someone else, we never see ourselves in the same. There's no composite shot in real life of me talking to Mike. When I'm talking to Mike, I just see Mike. It's only the Zoomification of the world, and not just Zoom, but all these other tools where now we're constantly looking at ourselves. And even when I'm speaking to another person one-on-one, I almost always keep it in gallery because I'm so used to seeing myself. I want to make sure my hair is okay. I want to make sure, I'm, I don't know. It's just, it's interesting.
What I'll tell you from the production studio point of view, when John and I do it we do it twice a week now, is that you actually have, it still looks like a webinar or a meeting interface. And if you want to just take yourself to the production feed, it's its own feed. So there's not only is it like we have it here where you could actually have gallery, or you could actually have, I think gallery and speaker are for sure. But what you can also do is if you want to just have what we're actually using as production studio, because production studio becomes its own person in the webinar. And that shows the program feed of what people will see in the webinar if they're joining the webinar specifically. And of course, in our situation, because we're also live streaming that to YouTube, that's also production studio is also the feed that goes out to YouTube.
Yeah, Andy, now you have me thinking that I should be changing my camera. So now I'm in my head, I'm doing the pros and cons of that. So I'm in a show. I can tell you that in the rundown, I know that people look at the program feed to know when they can take a drink. When I switch the camera to someone else, that they know they're off camera and they can. So there's actually something to that. I would be, wow, I'd love to do a test. Maybe I'll do this once. I'd love to do a test and see if the conversation feels different when people.
Yeah, I mean, you're right when it comes to that. I mean, they won't see the program feed, so they don't know what's going on in the program.
Right.
But I mean, if you kind of treat it like a normal Zoom conversation,
exactly,
then it doesn't really matter if you're on or off screen. But I also see your point of if I've got a itchy nose, I don't want to scratch my nose while I'm on camera, right? So
right. I wonder though if the conversation would be different. I mean, they can still see themselves in their own feed, so maybe not. Maybe it's maybe I'm making too much of this, but that's an issue. I wonder. You can also in Zoom turn off self view. There are actually two important toggles about self view. One is turn off self view. The other is show me as spotlight. Or no, show me as active speaker. Sorry. So if you, in my settings, I always have show self view turned on because I want to know that again that I'm framed correctly and stuff like that. But I don't have show as active speaker. When I'm speaking, I don't need to be the big box if that's the view that I'm looking at. I'd much prefer to look at other people. But I also will, if I'm producing something or hosting something, I sometimes do debate, should I be looking at gallery view or active speaker view?
Well,
Active
and I
speaker
think
view shows me what everyone else is seeing. Gallery view allows me to see everyone else. So
right, and I think that goes a far way too, as far as your guests go, because your guests also, even if you're spotlighting, they have the option to switch out into gallery mode. So if they don't want to see the big production where they're taking up the majority of the screen, they can go into gallery view and then choose to look at somebody else like Frank if they wanted to.
right. Yeah, and I never spotlight the production feed. Here's something interesting actually, that on Leo's shows, what he does is before the show starts, this is Leo Mindell from Twit. As far as I understand it, they're using Ecamm for Zoom. That's their production platform.
Leo Laporte. Continue, David.
What did I say?
I think you said the
Did I
Leo
say
that's
Leo
actually
Mindell?
driving.
Yeah, you said the me, but you mean Leo Laporte. Anyway,
No, I meant the famous Leo Mindell. That's what I
no, you
meant.
did. Anyway,
I'm
go
so
on.
sorry.
The real one.
I
Yeah,
apologize to the chief Twit. I meant Leo Laporte.
Okay, yeah.
Leo Laporte and Twit, they use Ecamm for Zoom as their production tool. And my understanding is that before the show starts, he starts a screen share into Zoom, which then allows the producer to grab that screen share in Ecamm as another camera source, so that there is a persistent screen share camera source for whenever they want to switch over to it. Then he tells his guests who may not know to look at the top of the Zoom screen and switch back to gallery view, because now they Zoom has now at the top, when someone's sharing, you have the little tabs at the top. So he tells people switch back to the tabs so you're not staring at the screen share all the time.
Right, unless you're in multi-monitor.
Unless you're a multi-view, right? Multi-monitor, right?
Right. Yeah.
I think the point I'm trying to, David, the thing I'm trying to say is those in the conversation, and going back to that, the VizRT bit, those actually presenting are not experiencing the same experience that those are watching. And really, this is not just a problem of VizRT. This is a problem of everything that we do in this environment, that we are presenting a different view to the view that those watching see. And it's very similar to how, it's just different to how when you had an experience when you were in the room and you're presenting to people in the room, you are having the same experience that they are. And that's something that online doesn't do. It's just different. It's sort of where we've become TV presenters rather than people involved in a room. And I think when you see the thing that they're trying to do with VizRT, it's sort of faking it. In my mind, it's faking it in a way that isn't making it any better, because it's just presenting it differently. Does that make any sense?
It's fascinating. The first thing that you made me think of, Leo, was, and then Frank, I'm sorry. So I mentioned before that I have this app that I've built. I have not built anything. Lovable built it, but I've prompted it and spent well over $1,000 on it. The biggest problem that I'm having right now is that I have parents who have accounts. I have teachers who have accounts, and I'm a super admin. My biggest challenge is I need to be able to see the app as they see it, so that I can test it and QA it and make sure everything's right. And that is not an easy thing to build in, at least.
David, what we do in the development world is we make our own. So you'll have David admin, and you'll also have David user.
Understood. Right. I have that also. I did that also. The problem is that mucks up my data, because then in order to experience everything, David user has to enroll a student in the program. And then that kid shows up in my enrollment number, because I'm getting ready to actively, whatever. The point is that what you just described, that we can't always see it as our audience or as our users see it, it's just an interesting challenge that I'm facing also. Go ahead, Frank. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, but now I want to say something else. A lot of the software I use, I log in as an admin, but the tools usually have a feature called View As, and you view it as whatever role in the system so that you get the experience the user gets. So you should vibe code that into your system. But anyways,
believe me, so I have the prompt for that.
Yeah.
I'm terrified to do it because I probably should have done it much earlier in the process, but yeah.
What I was originally going to say is I think you have to understand VizRT's been in the business a long time as a company that supplies software to television production people. So they're coming at this with their perspective, which is, for a niche audience and not necessarily for wide consumer appeal. So I would use VizRT in our TV studio, and most of our cameras have Interatron abilities. So, there's a big mirror on the front, and you can see everything that the viewers would see if you want to set it up that way. So it wouldn't be that alien for the presenter. They would get a very good sense of what's going on, unless we're in teleprompter mode or something. But I mean, or you'll have a big production monitor next to the television camera, and they'll be getting a sense of what the people at home are seeing anyways. So there's ways to work around this, but I really think that VizRT is appealing to corporations and things that do things in a more professional way than someone sitting in their living room or bedroom or something, right?
Right. I totally agree with that, Frank. And I just wanted to add a couple of things too, that I think one of your co-hosts on your show says, I use program feed for sure in capitals, says Tamra. And she says, where is it? I pin the production feed into my teleprompter and use gallery view on my main screen. That's exactly what
that makes complete sense. Like,
I won't change it then.
So I mean, VizRT's coming at this from their industry perspective, and the people who are likely to buy their product would do these things.
Yeah, and on top of that too, I was going to say too, if you've ever done a television interview with a television station, they will send you a program back. That's just the way it's been done, so that yes, you will know when you are actually being talked to, because you might be joining a show that's live, and all of a sudden your segment is coming up. Well, you don't know. Oh, then all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have now David Paskin joining us, and whoop, here you come on.
Yeah,
right.
I did.
They're sending you a program to make sure that you see that. Go ahead, Leo.
So yeah, thank you, Mike. So I was on the show on Tuesday night on office hours. They did an extended show about StreamYard. I don't know if any of you saw it, but StreamYard has always put in the center the program output, and you have a little version of yourself at the bottom if you want to look at what you look like, but you're looking at the program output all the time, and how that goes out, and it seems to work. It focuses people on what they're seeing. But I'm trying to play this devil's advocate, that the bit that I don't like about that VizRT thing is that there are two people playing off each other standing in the room. Their body language is never going to work the way that body languages work of two people standing in a room next to each other. I take one step forward and you take one step back. That's how the world works. But when you're in there, you just don't get that video body kineticness. So I can't think of the right term. You just won't get it because you're playing against the screen. You're not playing against the person.
Yeah. And again, there's a lot of, because again, too, there's green screening going on. There's all kinds of wonderful tech that they're actually doing to bring in, that person as if they're a hologram, basically, is that scenario that David was showing, where all of a sudden the person appeared and disappeared in the boardroom.
Absolutely. I mean, the two things it always reminds me of, when you look at proper TV production, it's very rare that you have two people on screen, green screening. When you go to the weather person who's standing in a front green screen, they're in a different part of the studio, so that you don't get that body interaction, or you don't get the lack of momentum, because you know what it's like. You're on a plane and you read over someone's shoulder what they're looking at on their screen. They can immediately they can detect it. I don't know how we do it, but we do. You detect when someone's reading over your screen. But the other thing I was going to say, which it reminds me of, is very much is Star Wars, and the time when Princess Leia's looking down at that hologram for that was being presented. I can't remember what episode, but my God, we're there, aren't we?
Yeah.
Help me,
And on
Obi-Wan
top of that,
Kenobi.
too,
You're my
that's
only
right.
hope.
Yeah. And then, of course, we got the infamous Star Trek stuff, too, teleporting.
Well, we just are. I mean, it's like, stuff that was in our youth is, but, it just was such. Yeah, I suppose it's the same with every generation. You're living things that you thought were the future is coming around. So it's if only we had a show once a week about, give it a name like the Run something or another about future technology and how it works. But okay.
That would be crazy. That's crazy talk.
That's a crazy talk. Someone will have to come up with that idea.
Yeah, you should tune in to my show next week, my new show called The Run Up. I'll be hosting that every week at the same time slot as David to steal his audience.
And what are you running up?
Oh, various tech and ethical concerns of the day and the moment.
You're either running up or you're running down. Your choice.
Up is much more positive. You should watch my show.
It is. You're right.
You're always running things down, man. What's your problem? You're so cynical.
Running into the grave. We're just dying. Everything is.
Is that the infamous Debbie Downer concept? Is that what that means? Yeah.
I think so. Hey, do any of you use any of these other Zoom stuff like the other integrations, Bonsai, Bright Hire? I'm just looking at the list of stuff on there. Do any of you use any of these? Bonsai looks
can I
a
just
CMS,
hijack something?
a CRM, rather. Sorry.
I just sorry to hijack. I'm sorry to.
You can't hijack because we can't hear you. So nanny boo boo.
We were having a discussion a couple of weeks ago about. Yeah, you can't hear me because I'm in a bad signal area. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, you're good now. Go ahead.
Okay, so do you remember I talked about? I said that I keep on getting the thing that says Zoom is taking notes when I wasn't in Zoom. It's in StreamYard. It's in Chrome. It picks up that Chrome is doing something that's a broadcast, and it says Zoom comes up and says Zoom can take AI notes of where you are. That little AI note thing pops up.
Yeah. Zoom made a big announcement. They were trumpeting that you can take Zoom with you to other things, not just in Zoom meetings.
Wow.
That page you were showing, David, is mostly B2B stuff, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So any Zoom will see whenever you're broadcasting anything from anywhere? And kick up notes?
You can take Zoom on your phone to meetings now, and
that I know.
Take meeting notes
for the in-person meetings. Yeah. Tony, your pandemic first mic. Hold on, it's coming, folks. We're on a 2012 MacBook with a pandemic first mic.
Hit it, Tony.
Yeah, he's hitting it. It ain't working. It ain't hitting. It ain't hitting.
And this is a good tip for everybody to make sure that you use the test microphone functionality built into Workplace app.
Oh, there you go.
He's trying to put a beta cassette into the player and press play. That's what he's trying to do.
What did I just do? I just broke myself.
And Mr. Paskin once again has.
No, what is going on?
Did we officially have the rec? Got no rec?
No rec. What?
Part of the theme song.
What did I do? Hold on. I did something wrong here. Tony, I think your pandemic mic is dead. Yeah, you can mime all you want, but we still can't hear you.
Choose that source. Make sure that it's the right source.
All right, let's see if this is going to work now. No? What happened?
More specific.
Oh, there we go. It's working.
Oh.
Okay. I just need to give myself a little mustache.
No.
Oh, wait, I heard something. No. Nope. Oh, I'm hearing something. I'm hearing like crackles. No, we can't hear you. It's a nice looking mic though. Is that a Shure? That looks like a Shure, because I have a Shure headset mic. Yeah, yeah. It's a nice mic. I use that with a wireless when I'm performing. I use that with a wireless pack from Shure. What is Frank? Do you know what? Oh, forget it. I'm an idiot. I was just going to ask you what Canvas is because I saw it on the thing, but it's Zoom
Docs.
Docs. Yeah, sorry.
So I
Yeah.
think it's an input issue.
Oh, wait, we hear you.
Yeah, I'm using the computer.
Okay.
So I'm sure that it's user error and I'm not selecting the right microphone.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Keep looking
Yeah.
for it.
Keep-
It'll
Yeah.
tell you.
Press all the buttons.
Yeah. So again, Tony, as a suggestion, when you're in your, go into the settings and go into audio, then you'll see test microphone and then play around with the different in there. It won't take you out of the meeting. It won't affect what you're doing in the meeting. You could do that right now in the settings.
OCLP. Open
All right.
Find out
Core.
what it means to me.
Open Core Legacy Patcher. This is cool. Wow. Experience macOS just like before. Near native OTA updates. No firmware patching. Where'd you find this, Frank? This is so cool.
I don't know. It's just something I knew about. It's for people with older hardware who want to run more current operating systems.
Would this would presumably, if you had an old Mac, this would allow you to keep running Zoom even after they've deprecated older OSs?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
Zoom, anything really. Like it's
Right.
mostly, let's say you've got an Intel Mac and it was a decent machine in its day and you don't want to throw it in the garbage. This gives it extra life.
Wow.
It's sort of out of the Hackintosh community when Hackintosh was all the rage.
Right. Sequoia, Sonoma, Ventura, and Monterey. Very cool.
I put it in the chat last week when Tony was talking about his old MacBook, but nobody paid any attention.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
not looking for sympathy. It's fine. There's a lot going on in our Zoom Test Kitchen meetings.
It's very cool though. Very cool. Let's see. Let's see if there's any
Yeah, were you talking about marketplace apps, David, or were you just talking about apps within Zoom's workplace?
He was doing all the business to business apps like
yeah, I was just looking at the business apps.
Support Agent and Zoom Phone and all the other.
There's Revenue
got a ton of
Accelerator.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, what does Revenue Accelerator do? Is that
Well,
do you know? I mean, I know
there's a bunch of different items in the Revenue Accelerator.
CRM stuff and
Yeah. So basically, again, it depends on your integration that you have with Zoom with your third-party CRM, like Frank was saying. So if again, depending on the type of company you are, as we are, we already use Salesforce as one of our means of software that we do for our CRM. They're one of the largest out there, if not the largest out there. Zoom integrates nicely with Salesforce so that you could actually set up meetings, so there's a lot of back and forth talking between Zoom and Salesforce that goes on. And that in the Revenue Accelerator, it's basically Revenue Accelerator. So so the Zoom Revenue Accelerator products are supposed to give you more revenue, accelerate your revenue. That's
yeah, Dave. Like Geiger counter, it counts Geigers. Like, don't you get it?
So it's supposed to increase companies' revenue by taking away a lot of menial stuff instead of paying employees for doing menial
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, menial stuff like people's jobs, you know, nothing
Yeah.
important. Feeding your family, housing yourself, you know, that menial stuff.
Hey, sorry, I'm moving away from revenue now because I'm broke. Has anyone? Does anyone know anything about this new Zoom chat experience? They announced this back in the release notice on the 18th. We looked last week. I still don't see it.
I got it.
You got what?
It's different. It's the team chat is different. So if
Wait,
you sure
can you
don't
show
have
it to us or
David?
something? I don't know. Mine just looks boring like it always looked. Maybe-
double check, David.
what do you mean
'cause
double? This is it. I'm looking at it. This
No, no,
is
no.
it. This is my chat right here.
Yeah. Okay. So
You have to
open-
enable it in your admin portal.
Oh, for
Yeah.
goodness sakes. Are you serious? All right, hold on.
Yes.
Anytime there's a new experience and there's a current experience, you have to enable it if you want to turn it on. Till they force it down your throat in
All right.
98 days or something.
Hold on. So I need to go into the, I don't even know what account I'm in. Oh, you know what? We'll do it on this.
It's
account.
funny though, because this is the second time it's the new chat experience. So it's the
I
new
know.
chat experience.
I know, and it's confusing.
The legacy chat experience. I actually hate the legacy chat experience now because you couldn't put hyperlinks or anything in your chat. But that's
Yeah.
meeting chat, not team chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, yes, we have to be careful too, as David is looking up this stuff, is that we're not talking meeting chat. We're not talking webinar chat. We're not talking Zoom rooms chat, meeting rooms chat. We're talking team chat.
We're talking Zoom Slack.
Well, now
Yes.
it's not called, it's not called Team Chat anymore. It's called Zoom Chat now.
Right.
1
Okay.
2 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, we got
Hey.
you.
5 4
Tony,
3.
7 8 9.
Somebody
Okay.
has a sure microphone working.
Wait, where is
No.
where is this setting? I'm looking for it. Chat, you want to record one? Enable personal chat. Da, 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 da.
Frank, I know you disabled it for you guys.
No, it
Remember?
disappeared from my admin panel. I saw it for one day and I've never seen it again.
And it did it come back?
I haven't looked today, but yesterday when I looked, I couldn't see it.
Oh.
Is it in admin settings or is it in user settings?
You have to enable it globally before you can enable it, like, because it's the whole Slack channel for your whole organization. Like the team chat is for everyone, right?
Okay, so
I'm
what is this
I'm not
called?
convinced you have access to it.
I don't have it.
You have it though, Mike?
I do, because I know that
It's probably one of those gradual release things where they're going to
Well,
roll
can you
it out
show it to us, Mike? I
incrementally.
want to see it, for goodness sakes.
Yeah,
What are you,
Mike.
like,
Yeah,
what are you
just-
hogging it
yeah.
all to yourself?
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, I definitely don't have it.
Hogging it to myself. All right, let me see.
Hogging all the chat to yourself.
I know. I don't know how all of a
How
sudden I became special to
un-Canadian
have
of
it.
you.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go into feature enablement requests and request that they turn this on for me.
You know, I don't
I
have
can't.
feature enable.
I
don't have
can't.
that.
There's nothing to do here.
I know, but I don't even have that. So how let down do you think I am?
Yeah,
But I have feature release controls, which you don't have.
I don't have that. Zoom chat.
All right. So how do I show you without
Notification.
showing you all of my
Auto
contacts?
accept.
Share a
Alright.
portion of screen, Mike, then you don't have to show everything.
Meeting in
Right.
meeting. No, this is in meeting. Oh,
just
this
trying-
is actually, look at this. This is, I just noticed this. This is actually interesting. Sorry. So I put in Zoom chat in my search, right? And as I go down, now I got a new tag here. That's fine. That's not saying, but look at this. I've never seen this before. I'm getting a related tag.
No, I've never seen related before. That's neat.
Yeah, this is nice actually. So this isn't what I was looking for, but it may be related to what I was looking for. That's a nice little tag actually.
I think putting Zoom chat is redundant though. Just put chat. Obviously it's Zoom.
Well, that's what they call it though. I mean, that's what.
Team chat.
All right. Yeah.
No, they
so-
don't call it team chat anymore. They changed it. There's
Wow.
meeting chat and Zoom chat.
Okay. Workplace. All right. Are we ready?
I was
Yeah.
born ready.
There we go. You're sharing.
No, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so
I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Mr. Paskin, this is officially you and our chat. So you will now see in here, if I hit the plus button, you will see this is now different. It's nice and roundish now here.
Ooh.
So now we've got that. We've got this plus button, and now, do we see all the features?
Yeah, wait, my hold on. Mine is nice and round also. Wait a second. Wait, let's compare. Get rid of that box there. So I've got chat.
Stop sharing is what you want me to tell you?
No,
Okay.
no, you're fine.
What?
You're gonna stay there.
Okay.
Stay there.
All right.
Okay.
Staying
I've got
there.
that. I've got, let's go into chat. Let me go into a personal chat. So I'm gonna look at the same chat you're looking at.
Okay.
Same exact chat. Now, okay. Yeah, yours is different. Okay, so mine here, you know what? Oh, you can't do it side by side. Okay.
No,
So
I'm
mine,
sharing, so-
external
Production
member
studio.
present is is not there. You have more curvy than mine. Yours is
Yeah.
definitely curvier.
Yeah.
With much better curves than I do. And you also, that's colored. Mine is not brown. Mine is just gray.
Yeah. And that's basing it off probably either my theme in Zoom or based off of maybe my system theme where this color is coming in. But if watch when I hit the plus button too.
All right, go ahead. I don't even have a plus button.
Right. Now look at all the different options I've got
Oh,
there.
you know what? Okay, so on the old one, on mine, all those options are just at the bottom. So what they've done is they've now given you one more button you have to press.
Right. But
All those options were available to me in the old chat. I just have them. I'm looking at them right here. Now I have to actually click a button, then click another button.
You've never worked in marketing. It's pretty obvious.
How is
you're
that
supposed,
better?
You're supposed to make it sound exciting.
No, but how is this better?
New enhanced plus button for your comfort and ease.
Tool visit. This is nice. Okay, you can turn these off. That I like. That I like a lot.
So I could turn AI companion. I have it off right now. I have screenshot off, so I can.
Oh, but you know what? I could do that too. I could do that in the old one too.
Okay.
Customize compose shortcuts.
So now, it added more buttons down here.
Okay.
But this is really cool for those developers out there. Mr. Paskin is now. So what kind of code would you like me to send you?
Python.
Code.
Look at all the different. Shall I send you some HTML? Shall I
Is that
send
English?
you
I don't even know what that is.
So you know what this reminds me of? Do you know what TinyChat MCE is?
No.
It's a plugin. It's a plugin for lots of other software where you need chat boxes. Tiny MCE has all of this, and it looks a lot like this. I'm wondering if they got some code from them or something, or another vendor or whatever.
Mike?
Yes.
This is going to sound stupid, so just bear with me here, okay?
No, go. Yeah.
Code is just, it's text. That's all code is, right? It's text.
Right. But what this does is it actually, so if you're making a Python script, and when you actually copy the code from your chat now into a Python file, it will make sure that it is got the proper Unicode. I think I did that. I said that right. Again, in chat, let me know if I'm right.
No, you're right.
Actual Unicode, am I right? Okay, the Unicode it actually makes sure that the file has the proper Unicode for the programming language.
But you didn't say why. So why is
Please tell
because
me.
lots of these chat box things ruin your code. They add HTML or other stuff invisibly to your code, and then when you copy paste it, it messes it up. So these things keep it sanitized. Also, sometimes the other thing happens: a poorly coded web page that has a chat feature. Sometimes, if you paste code into it, it'll actually do something to the web page, and it's not supposed to. So it can go in both directions.
Gotcha. Okay.
Unintended consequences.
So you can see now, David, I'm in Markdown, and you can see now it's all of a sudden yellow. Well, in Markdown, those are different. If you guys are familiar with HTML, one number sign is H1, two number signs are H2, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's your heading HTML code.
Heading 1, heading 2.
Yeah, heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, et cetera. Yeah.
So now, send that to me.
Okay.
Okay. Now I got it.
Good name for a show, the Markdown.
Now what do I do with it? Now I could. Now
you should be able to copy that and save that as a .md file, and now it should have the proper Unicode in it as well, because I sent you the proper Markdown syntax.
I can't believe we're talking about this much. It's like pretty they got around to it, I guess. Like it's not a big deal. I don't consider.
I mean, the alternative is I could just do this. I could say, hi, Mike, and hi, Mike.
Right. But now you saw what it did on my screen, though.
Yeah, but it's for copy paste. Like, let's say you want to take Mike's stuff and paste it into a markdown document. It won't be perverted or changed by the
right. I guess my
fabulous sound of Tony Mobley coming to you live.
Right.
You can paste it in things like Notion, which are natively marked down, and other things.
But whatever kind of code you're pasting in there won't get
right.
Distorted or affected.
Yeah. See, now, David, if I copied that, I would have to copy that like that. But in here, I'd have to take it as a copy here and then paste it in. I know you're going to say, well, yeah, right. But again, if I'm copying this, I'm copying here. Or I can actually download the file, right?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
It doesn't mean anything. I don't understand what you're talking about. This is like completely different. Like I could be speaking in Hebrew to you. It's like,
but yet David spent $1,000 on making a piece of software. Okay, all right.
I do. Here's what I know. I know that H1 is bigger than H2.
Isn't that stem cells?
That's HP.
Oh, HP. Sorry. It's number one though, right?
It is number
HP
one.
is number one.
It'd be nice if it was like the old days where they ship you a crate of product if you said a product's name on the show. All of a sudden, Dave's got a carton of HP sauce on his front lawn.
Okay, printer cartridges. That's what I need.
We'd be name dropping every 5 seconds.
Yeah, I couldn't remember, David.
And W root beer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But now it's more Rudy. Hey, does America have smash burgers at your A&Ws yet?
Well, I'm a vegetarian, so I can't.
You wouldn't know.
No, we don't actually have. I mean, we do in the Midwest. I think there are actual restaurants that like A&W restaurants.
But America's got a different, whole different A&W. It's not the same A&W as Canada. There's two separate things.
I heard about that actually.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think we talked about it here before.
Yeah,
we get all over the map on this show.
I was just gonna say when we run
non sequitur.
When we run out of Zoom to talk about, all bets are off.
That's right. So David, I couldn't tell. Could you tell if you actually can do record voice and record video from here?
Huh? What are we talking about?
I'm talking about Team Chat. Can you?
Team Chat now has more features or different features.
Yes. Can you record voice or record video from Team Chat? In yours?
In there.
I'd love to tell you if I could, but I've lost my Zoom thing.
Too many windows?
No, it's literally gone. I have, so when you right click on the app at the bottom, I've got Zoom meeting and Zoom meeting because I've got these two Zoom windows, and I usually have meeting the app there, and it's like it's not there. I don't know where it went.
Coffee break.
So coffee break. Let me open it up over here and see.
Okay. And the other one that I noticed in here too that I wasn't sure if was in the older version either was auto translate.
Yeah, that I saw.
Okay.
Yeah, that I've seen. Yeah. So, all right. So chat, you're saying, what do you want me to do? Yeah, I can record voice and I can record
video.
Yeah, video message also. Yep.
Okay. All right. So
but it looks different though. Yeah.
Are you the Zoom administrator for your place, Mike?
Yes.
That makes sense. Did you have to enable this feature in the admin panel? Like not specific features, but the new experience?
I can't remember if I did or not. I'm pretty sure I checked when you guys were talking about it. And I'm pretty sure, as I said, like when you made the comment to me that it was there, I did find it as well. So cool. I don't know if it disappeared on me or not. I haven't been in there since.
Sure.
But I had the same experience you did.
I just feel like Zoom, they often stagger releases across the planet, so maybe I just haven't got there yet or something.
Yeah, I did enable it when I did see it. So
yeah, I saw it last week and then they took it away from me. So I'm just wondering if I haven't looked today if it's back or not.
Yeah, go ahead, Ray. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to. That's what we discovered last week, is we were all wondering why we didn't have it, and then we found the thing that says enablement will be by segment or something like that. Can't remember
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
But
Yeah, that's right.
Now, everybody, let me know if this is new or not. Can I actually, from Team Chat, could I actually get to apps? Because this looked new to me as well.
I don't know.
Is this
I don't use their team chat that much. We're a Teams company, so most of our chats happen in Teams.
Okay. Any other things you wanted me to look at, guys, when I'm in here still? But that definitely was something I know I have actually sent some code back and forth to John just to test that out, and it was pretty cool that we were able to make sure that, I sent him a bit of sample code from Python. He was able to save it good as Python. Same thing with Markdown. That worked. I sent him some C++, tried that, worked.
Well, you're the host now. David just went poof,
Oh, that's nice.
I guess.
All right. All right, cool. But yeah, so I will stop sharing and we'll continue then. I just got to find the share, guys. That's all. There we go. Pick a screen. There I am. I'm back. Hello, everybody. Cool. And have an amazing weekend. He said to everybody, so he didn't want to interrupt us as we were doing stuff. So that's great. Cool, David. We'll see you next week here. So, all right. So back to our YouTube people. If you have any questions for any one of us that are still here, we got Frank, we got Ray, we got Tony, and we got Mr. Idelson as well. Mr. John Idelson has been hiding in the background.
Lurking.
Let us know in YouTube chat. And then I will relay things. Go ahead, Frank.
I was going to say maybe one of these shows, one of these weeks, we could make our predictions for Zoomtopia earlier and then come back after Zoomtopia and see if we got anything right or wrong.
Oh, a prediction show.
Might be fun.
Ah. Will we be right?
If you're generic enough, it'd be easy. More AI in Zoom.
That's true.
How could you go wrong with that one, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hershey Bar.
The Hershey Bar has arrived. He has flown back from Indianapolis, Indiana. And I'll give him a few seconds.
Don't they have some kind of race there or something?
He was at some kind of race there too. Look at him all styling and profiling too.
Ooh. Looking sharp, man.
Are you ready?
Huh? What?
There he is. He's excited. There we go. And he's got his lanyard on too. Are you qualifying?
I think, I don't know. What does that say? I'm blind.
What does that say? That's true. That is true that you are blind, but yet
so
you were
I just
there.
want to say first, thank you to all of y'all. It was pushing me to, hey, wrap it up quick, or you look okay. You don't need this. You need that. You know?
Maybe a little too much headroom, but other than that, you look fine.
Okay, can we do that? Because
tilt down please. A little bit.
Okay, tilt or boom?
Tilt.
Okay. There's a difference, ladies and gentlemen, because if you boom, it's going up and down this way. Sorry, I'm not trying to be a smartass.
Well, either thing would.
Tell
That's not bad. You still have about 3 inches above your hairline.
Copy that. So some more, or leave that.
Maybe a smidge more, but
smidge. Okay, you want a smidge.
I'm pretty accommodating of all looks.
Smidge
yeah, that's fine. Whatever. It's good.
You tell me. I can't.
It's not bad. It's not terrible.
Y'all are the ones that see. This is the fun I have. This is where it started. So Mickey in the morning usually comes in, or I come into office hours Global Shore, but the challenge.
You say boom, but I work in TV, we would say pedestal up or pedestal down.
Well, yeah, but same
50-50, right? Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
I mean, trucking, you'd remove the whole camera off, and then
trucking is left or right.
Well, yeah, true. But in my essence here, I have a desk, right?
Sure.
And
is it height adjustable?
Well, it's what do you call it? A stand.
Stand up
$12.
desk, yeah.
No, it's not even
Oh,
that.
sorry.
Okay, let's back it up.
Okay.
Desk is a jigsaw puzzle like desk. Okay, let's see. Am I too loud, or let me first get my audio. Because I don't know if I'm shouty and then,
No, Hershey, you're good.
Okay. Let me just check my
We don't have
levels
any
in my
meters
ears.
up anyways.
Yeah, I'm just going to check my ears levels because, again, I don't want to get too shouty and then.
No, you sound good.
Okay, let's see. Well, I got a new foam piece on top here too. The RE20 is a little doohickey. Windscreen.
Windsock.
Yeah. Okay.
Dead cat.
Wow. Is that too
It's not,
loud?
it's not
Yeah,
really
that
a
was
dead cat, though. It's not fuzzy enough.
Well, I'll show
No,
you a
no,
cat
but-
that's dead
No,
in a
yeah,
minute.
yeah. He was using some dead cats at the Indy 500.
Fine,
Well, you
fine,
would have to.
fine. You want to see?
Fine.
He's got swag, gentlemen.
There you go. There's the
Oh,
dead
there's
cat.
one. Is that a Raikoti?
A Rycote with a Rycote, a flag.
Yeah, nice.
Sennheiser MD46. This mic was the backup
Quality
mic.
equipment.
What did I use? Well, here, 1 second.
Why don't you tell us what you were doing there? Because I have no idea what you were doing there.
Yeah, I see. You're telling me with jumping all over the place.
Uh-huh.
Because your brain and my brain work the same right now, and you're like, yeah, but this. Let's slow it down for the audience out here. So, back it up.
Back it up. Start from the scratch.
I
Welcome
have
back
a
from
desk.
Indy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, everybody. I was trying to come here little 10 minutes late. Sorry, Mr. Pascal. Nope. 5 o'clock, right? 5 o'clock on the dot. Paskins. Anyhow, so I have a RE20 going in a Proco mute switch off into an SSL2 interface, Windows 11 machine, and a Brio webcam.
That's way back.
That is my every single day voice check.
Sure.
So I am going into my RE20 into my Proco mute switch off into an SSL2 interface to my left, Windows 11 machine, 7 years old, Brio webcam. This is my room desk stuff. This is what it is.
Nice setup.
Reason why I mentioned that is this microphone was provided. Hey, go try it out from a Canadian friend, Alex Knight. Tried it out. Hey, can I pay you back? Just hold on to it. I'm so grateful for people believing in me that they would be giving me equipment that's like what $400 something out here stateside. But it's the challenge of using it and then using it right and learning from it. So this microphone, the reason why it works is it is the best sounding microphone for my voice, particularly. To my left, I have a Shure MV7 Plus. Does not sound that good on my voice. I haven't tried a SM7B yet, and that's what I would probably put in my arsenal because the SM58 sounded amazing on my voice during the Indy 500. I was given the opportunity by Tactile Engineering. They're a, engineering firm, if you want to call it that, but they make assistive technologies with robotics and lasers and such. I don't remember the square footage of it because I was walking around in it. And let's see, they started about 30 years ago. Size of maybe, let's say, 2 iPhones. You put like phones together, perhaps. I don't have one yet, but if donations happen, money happens within to raise more money. Seriously, if y'all want to invest, it's worth investing is what I would say. I mean, after looking at that, I was just like mind blown. I mean, micro stuff, 3,500 parts inside of it. But like, say if this is, I'm holding up my phone to my face for need, but a surface like this, I could go put my hand on it. I felt from the last 4 laps to the end. Yeah, no, where were you otherwise? We'll explain later. But last 4 laps of the race, I could feel the car go around. A lot of mind-blowing things happened. Let's see. Let me get in this chat and let's see if I really need a Keychron with silent switches. Okay, let's test this out, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's see.
Cherry keys.
I forgot which one. K70 speed switches.
Clackety clack.
And then and the latter one is going to be really, really interesting to talk about the latter one. If you want to check it out. Let's see. Let's breathe again because I forget to do that. And so I'm in Indiana. I left last Wednesday. It was the previous Wednesday to that. somehow caught a throat bug. Couldn't eat for a couple of days. Oh boy, I gotta go. This is my first like big break kind of thing for me in my mind, just to go do something new and just not look back. And it's interesting. By Wednesday, bookings done. The previous Wednesday did that. Sorry, I'm making you go back in Wednesdays, but previous Wednesday did that. Tickets were about $46. Allegiant. After it was about 76, so it was about 150, I think, with a bag. I was trying to go 2 backpack buys, but it doesn't gonna work. Not for me at least. So a 1 bag, threw 1 backpack inside of the bag, just to carry 1 backpack extra, because on Southwest you get to have 2 backpacks, kind of, so to speak, and in a bag, but they charge you $45. So anyhow, get there to Indianapolis. As I'm blind, it's fine, but it felt like the 90s, so I want to really share this. I have my friend, he's a ham op as well, and Daniel he picks me up at 9 o'clock, pretty much 1 hour away from where I'm at, in Daytona Beach. So go to Sanford Airport, and in Sanford Airport, he's like, yeah, I'll just take him in, don't worry. I don't mind wheelchairs. Sometimes people do, sometimes don't. Hey, if I'm saving my legs from not walking right now, let me save my legs. So he pushes me to the wheelchair, goes to TSA. And it's kind of funny. He's like, he was able to take me all the way to the gate. I was like, man, this must be the 1990s calling me back or something. Because to feel that at an airport, especially these days, not necessarily there. And so I was at 28 Foxtrot, and they put me at 4 Delta. So I was like, okay, I'll take it. So that means that basically I was in the back row, and then they put me in the front of the plane, so I don't have to walk as much. Take whatever is necessary. It's not that I needed it, but I'll take it. And so moving on from that point, we were 1 hour away. 1 hour away. 1 hour away to Lafayette, Indiana, where the warehouse factory, the manufacturing plant is. And pretty cool. Interesting, but not fun, because 1 hour away, your legs, and my Pedro G. Gonzalez III, my camera op, man, his legs and his back, my cane, I had a 40-pound backpack on me. So Suri monopod, Brandon Lee X Cage. Let's see. Right over here. Right here. And the Max Pro, well, let's see. We had the Shure SLDX system. My Pedro just always surprises me with weird stuff like that. He's just like, huh? I've imagined to have one of those, and he pulls out. He's like, yeah, here you go. This is what we're using. Super lightweight, pretty much lavs on me, and then a SM58 wireless. Thing is, what I learned and what I always known, and thank you for Sound Devices for even listening to me. We were trying to work on a project where we could get it to be more accessible. Because again, I'm blind, and at least I could work it if I feel it, clicks, things work. And reason why is we were down 2 channels. One quick crazy story. I'm talking to a friend, Rusty Davis, and he's like, hey, I'm coming to town I'm like, I'm actually on the 3rd floor at the track. What are you talking about? What is going on here? My niece is married to such and such and such. They are families with Tony George and Ed Carpenter. If y'all do watch it, you'll know what it is, but I'll leave it at that. Anyhow, got to interview me and him one-on-one. First kind of interview of like, just go, I'm in a new place. Number 4, 4 people interview after that, his brothers. And they say, Indy 500 is a family affair. It is such a family affair because you're hanging out with the folks, whoever, cooking, eating, enjoying. It doesn't matter about what country per se, but it is the world's largest spectacle sport. 350,000 people sold out, plus 50,000 people in staff. 400,000 people. I'm just one little Looney Tune running around with a microphone thinking that he knows what he's doing. But my energy was my energy. My camera operator is like, dude, just be you. That me being me, those things kind of turned out okay. Like, not trying to boast. I hate being boastful. I'm just wow, office hours global, just being in front of cameras all day, just every single day. I just went on. Why? Because there's a show to be on every single day. But it's a volunteer thing. And then here, Zoom Test Kitchen. I remember when it first started and people would just come back and forth. And here we are, so many years after. People built friendships, technical director assistants, and such that. So if you go to the last show, this is Monday. Let's say the race is over. Let's just say. I'll come back to the race in a minute if you ask more questions, but let's go Monday. I kind of had a breakdown on Sunday of just like, forget this. I screwed everything up. I didn't feel like I did anything right. Monday comes around. You have a 4 o'clock. Since where you are, do I have a person telling me you have a 4 o'clock? So I go out to Carmel, Indiana, at a hotel, and I'm given a hotel room. But there's one thing that kind of clicked in my mind, and I want to share about that is, it's not what you think about it that might, but I'm thirsty. There goes a soda in the hand. I drank that like I've never seen water or soda ever. And then I held it just like that. That cup disappeared. That clicked in me. When I'm blind, I'm always looking and thinking extra. Where am I going to place it? Where am I going to put things? What is my next move? So there's always things to think about, how and what and how and what. That got taken away from me. I'm staring at this window. It's lighting me up perfectly fine. I'm like, dang. Everything is just all cylinders. A Canon camcorder, not necessarily a camera, like a video camera, but I guess y'all are smart ones about that. You tell me. And then a wireless package, and then I took my poor little SSL with me. Well, I didn't want to turn on with the microphones. I might have not screwed in tight. Again, I'm running on adrenaline. No alcohol. Adrenaline. So if I look stupid or silly or I look drunk in the video, apologize. If I am interrupting, I have no comms. What's the word? I have no monitoring. So as I hear the guest, I hear me. I know I could hear the guest coughing and stuff, but I'm playing with my hearing and his hearing, and then I have screen reader going, and I'm running as host. So I'd like to introduce to you Mike Latta, my technical director for that show. So Mike, if you can, while I have a sip of drink of water, and told him what you did that show.
Sure.
Tell him.
Sure, of course, yeah. So again, I just happened to be on. Sometimes I will join Hershey's show to actually do a little tech check in the beginning to make sure that, because again, everybody that's on the show are officially blind. So I'm officially making sure that everybody's cameras are on, that everybody's properly centered and such, that they look presentable and ready to be. Because again, the Blind and Beyond show is always live on YouTube, and they're showing video for the most part. Most of the guests will have video capabilities, but again, we just want to make sure that they look presentable and such, because we want it to look very polished as much as possible. So Hershey and Dave are the hosts of the actual Blind and Beyond show, and Hershey was still in Indiana, so he actually came in live again using Zoom. And of course, they actually do similar to what we're actually doing here on Zoom Test Kitchen, which is they'll use Zoom to bring everybody in. So not only do the hosts come in via Zoom meeting, but also do the guests that also come in as well. So this is where Hershey will actually broadcast that live every week on Blind and Beyond show. But of course, normally Hershey will do the technical directing of that show, but it just so happened that I was available and I was there, and I stayed for the whole show. So I ended up being TD, and it was good that I was, because the fact that Hershey was actually remote and had already somebody at his end, because again, he was outside of his normal studio where he is right now that everybody's seeing him. It was a bit of a challenge, and I'll let you, Hershey, talk a little more about the challenges. But that's, so basically I ended up, quote unquote, switching the show, shall we say, and taking care of all the technical stuff in the back end while Hershey was remote.
That was just a beautiful segue, dude. Just saying. Because between him being here, there, I just mentioned the soda story, right? Not having your mind wanting to work. Your mind is on the guest. Your mind is on the questions. you're looking this way. I mean, I was pretty much hugging on Johnny most of the time, but then, Indy. Okay, I just said that my room's echoey. Probably, I don't know how it sounded with this new windscreen on here for the RE20. However, when Pedro said Indy, that means look in that direction. But he had this weird distinct pitch change. Boom, like clockwork. 350,000 people. I was like, this works. One point, he's like 2 football fields away, 200 yards. And it worked. My energy level was so high. After I looked at it, I was like, oh boy. People are probably like, dude, this guy is weird or crazy. I don't know what to think, but my full energy of that how they say, the electrifying race. Yes, I am from Daytona Beach, Florida. I have never seen a race in Daytona Beach, Florida. I had to go to Indianapolis Motor Speedway to watch a race. So that was, to me, more of the wow factor, to be honest. It's I hear the Thunderbird. So, you know what? I'm just going to say it now and leave it on the table. I'm going to go fly up with the Thunderbird soon, I think. Let's just say that. Because that's how confident I feel. That's how much clarity I feel. And there's a passion that people at least believed in me. They usually take media people, right? Questions? Answers? Anybody? I don't know. But this feels like it's media to me. This doesn't mean much, but hey, I could have a conversation with Joseph Newgarden, Marcus Scott, Graham Rahal, Foster is like, hey, you were upstairs in the media building, right? The hell? Yeah, this Hershey bar was like, what? Bar, blind accessible resource. That's what bar means. Flip it on its head, make it positive. Just trying to bring positivity to whoever I can. You just probably had Julie in this room, I think.
Yeah.
She's trying to work it. Pardon?
Yeah, we did. We did have Julie. Julie was on earlier. She didn't actually get a chance to speak, but Julie was watching in the background because Julie is wanting to learn a little more to assist you.
It doesn't matter who helps. Sorry to interrupt like that, but it doesn't matter who helps, and that's what I'm trying to get at. Is she felt guilty that she couldn't go live? It doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. I had a plan B. I practiced when we did it. So if you go watch the channel, guess what? She's already done it. I simulcasted with me being blind, her in a wheelchair. We simulcasted using Zoom. I gave her my things that she needed to have, my tools. So it's already been done. It's just that she's running 2 projects, which she's also helping with that one on that. Let's talk about that real quick. So I forgot to mention his name, so I'm going to mention him now. Michael McCulloch. He is the founder, CEO of iBug Today, iBlind Users Group. I am a host for 7 years on the iBlind Users Group's iBug Android Insight. Again, I've been using Zoom for 7 years. Every third Wednesday, without a miss, I have made it, even from India. So Zoom has been a powerful tool for sure, to cut it into Zoom. But learning new aspects, learning with screen readers that will work and will not. I use a screen reader that's called JAWS, Job Access with Speech. Its full-fledged component is called Zoom Text Fusion. So it's taking magnification and screen reading possibilities, putting it together. So with all of these little tools, broadcast is broadcasting, but it's having the right tools. Hershey, why do you need to bring all your mics with you? Well, Hershey, what about if something happens? I went through, I don't care. It sounded great after I heard it, because thanks to Pedro or somebody that took the time after filming, after driving an hour, then sitting and editing a few clips. I don't have an editor. Anyone wants to help? Be my guest, please get in touch. You know what? I want to flip it. In my organization of things, I don't want anything. I want my editors, and all those guys to take it. My cam ops to take it. whatever it is, because then it becomes, they're already giving me a gift if I put a good piece of content out there, ladies and gentlemen. That's more important to me. Putting good quality content means that I don't have to look silly or make you feel sick because I don't know what I'm doing with my camera because it's shaky and oh my God, it makes maybe sighted people sick. I didn't know. I'm blind. But my audio is good. My other things, some things aren't. Sometimes screen readers break your camera, and it does that often, and it did that once on my Pixel phone. Terrible audio. So overall, yes, we buy gear. Yes, we do things, but everything has a tool. Everything is used like a tool. My Pixel 9 Pro is full from January, excuse me, and it was not empty. So it's not that I didn't want to empty it out. I just think life happened. I got sick that one day. My parcel came in on Saturday, and I had to fly out on Wednesday. So it's like I didn't have time to do everything. However, hey, it fit in the bag. Throw it. The zipper zipped. I was good enough with that. The zipper zipped. I didn't get in trouble with the weight. Keep it moving. How much pounds it is? Hey, get a wheelchair. If you need wheels, order the wheels. You could be clever about it. Well, don't. It's a secret. But I'm taking out the Brandon Lee cage. Like right now, I have two handles in my hand. And is my camera off? Oh.
No, you're good.
Okay, sorry. So there's I don't know what they call hot locks. So you have like two pointy pop thing, like if you want to have two pointy nubs, one on top, one on bottom. And then on the sides of it is like a rubberized texture where your thumb and your other finger could lay on. You squeeze that. Something happens where underneath you could kind of feel it lever or kind of a lever to it. So we'll use that in a second. Let's put this on the left and take out the cage itself. Ta-da. Okay, cage. Cage, metal. Metal cage.
Yeah. So Hershey, what was on there?
1 second, I'll show you. I got handle again in my hand, okay? I don't know which handle it is, but just a handle. On the side of the cage, or any side, you could feel nubs and holes, right? Like, I would just say holes. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I'm right. 1, 2, 3. Or my finger is going up and down.
Yep. You did fine. Yep.
Okay. Nothing there, just a slit. Maybe you could stick something in and lock it in like that. Maybe you could do that same around here. Let's try this side. Oh, 1, 2. Oh, I feel 1 here. So maybe you could stick one nub thingy in there because it's probably a quarter 20 I feel right there. Quarter 20 right there. 1, 2, maybe quarter 20. I don't know. We'll see. And so we'll just pick one side where we found the 1, 2, 3 right on the back. So take the nub. I said I feel 2 little nubs of the handle side. I'm holding the cage in one hand, and I'm going to put nub number 1, or try to at least behave. You're on candid camera. Right there. Squeeze the nub. Let go nub. Ta-ta. Okay. Rinse and repeat. Take this. Get to the nub. Hold the thing. Line it up. Feel the nub. 1, 2. 1, 2. If I at least find 1, squeeze it because my hand's being all funny. Here. Let's see if I could do it left-handed. Because my MS is kicking in and it's not wanting to behave, and it's okay. It's been a long. Oh, damn. Sorry. Clean show, right? Clean show. All right.
Clean show. Yep.
Sorry. I think somehow this race has made me a really bad potty mouth, so pardon the interruption. But you see that, right? It's like driving a car, handle right, handle left, and then my face is behind it for describing. Okay, let's find a phone.
So what you did was you actually mounted your phone in there, Hershey.
Sort of.
Okay.
I tried to at times, and times I didn't, but yes, I did. I'm kidding. All right, so flipping it around. One side I could feel flat cage steel thing. Shh. I'm on a show. I feel a hole here. So that's for a lens kind of thing. It has a magnetic lens. It's on the other side. I have to open up the case. I'm just kind of feeling and taking things out of this case to quickly show you.
Yeah,
And then you can
that-
have clamps like this. This is a battery clamp. Or, yeah, battery clamp. So you could like cage it, stick it to the side magnetically. So
Yep.
this is the Brandon Lee all-in-one X cage. The reason why I got this specifically, I use Android phones. And it doesn't mean because it's Android phones, it's just the sizes differ. They do make stuff specifically these days for like iPhone only. So that's why this Brandon Lee X cage co-partnered cage, it was my choice of use. However, let's see if I could get this bad boy in, which is a Pixel 9 Pro phone. And I'm going to see if I could get it horizontally. But take a breath. Before that, behind here, there's a button at the bottom. As you guys could see, I'm just going to describe it.
Yeah.
But there's a button there. Push it, see if what happens. Nothing happens. Okay. Now, as I'm holding this, I'm showing and kind of describing audio describe. This is what audio describe means. I'm showing and telling you enough that you get it while I'm doing it, so you don't need anybody else to tell you what's happening because you don't know what's happening if someone's dancing or what they're doing. You just hear this music. So two slides right there. I'm gonna see and try to pull it apart. I pulled it apart all the way. Copy.
Yeah.
Now, I have a telephone. It's called a Pixel 9 Pro. I'm going to see to put it here and then here somewhere. Okay, this way maybe, right? Because I can't put it horizontally. It didn't fit. As you saw, I tried to do, right? It doesn't fit. It's not. It's supposed to go this way, horizontally. All right. What's the word? Shh. Quiet. Sorry, gotta get it. You have to put it in portrait mode. Landscape. You're holding the rig in portrait instead of landscape for a second, because you want it clamp the two sides together. So how do you make it clamp? Go find that little switch on the back. I let go. I have a phone now in front of me. I could now hook up. The, I know. Hold on. Sorry about that. Pardon me. There's little USB things and little. One handle is actually a hard drive cage. Holy smokes! Do you know how much 4 terabyte hard drive is, Mike?
Yes, sir.
Or anybody? How much is it?
Yes.
Tell me.
Too much
tell
money.
the audience. Come on. Tell the audience. Tell the truth. Come on. Tell the truth.
I will keep going, Hershey, and I will get you the latest prices.
I will tell you right now if you don't know. It's $1,000.
Yeah,
What in the
I
world?
believe that.
For 4 terabyte. A 26-minute video was at 200 gigs.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that. Uploading it.
Yep.
That's the hard part. It's uploading it. Everything else worked out. Phone, I used it once or twice. Felix, after he won the race, it is on my Samsung S22 Ultra. That's what I took, my Pixel 9 Pro.
Mhm.
And I did have iPhone 14 Pro. However, that was a phone to talk to family in India. So that way that they're also connected within the factor that I'm at Indianapolis 500. There's 3,500, 350, comma 000 people. Screen readers sometimes will talk like that, so did it for it. Anyhow, but the crazy part is I talked to Jeremy Hansen, who just went around the moon and came back.
Yes. Yes,
What
you
the
did.
what? I took the idea of think fast, ask question, exit. I missed out to say Michael McCulloch earlier, and we were going into that iBug land. Michael McCulloch actually worked on the space station. So I work amongst some incredible people, and I'm just grateful that I do.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Asla, she used to crawl around the space shuttle. Miss Asla was on the Blind and Beyond show.
Yep.
She sang, she did this and that. I didn't have no idea that she had all those credentials, per se. So being credentialed with a media badge or anything doesn't mean crap. It's what you want to do, what you want to learn, where you want to be, where you want to belong. I wanted to belong amongst people that are smart. Mike's been in the industry of IT like what, 40 years, 30 years? What have you been?
30, yeah, I'm 30, let's say 35. Let's
Okay,
say 35,
fine.
so
He's
I
been
don't-
there for like 5 years. Kidding. 35. He doesn't want to feel old, so he's doing the math backwards, guys.
That's
But
right.
It's amongst anybody that, I mean, Mr. Edelson, Monterey. I mean, the stories. Tony Mobley, Husmo Gajar from South Africa. I was born in Zambia, guys. So this little Zambian boy running around and it was interesting. How about I take this back to Zambia and get something going on there? How about I take it to India? I'm Indian by descent. So, being that I've never been in a race here, never seen Rolex or nothing, but to be there amongst people like that, senators, politicians, whatever, it doesn't make a difference, but it's about family. It's about love. Caring about each other. My friend, I would make him work, Pedro G. Gonzalez III. I made him work, it felt like, for 15 hours. And then he would drive, and then everything is closed. No food. Because it's a small town. McDonald's, but yeah. So you got to plan. You got to understand where you're going to go, how you're going to. My shoes were shot. I got shoes after the race. Yeah, crazy. But I love them. They're comfortable. I didn't complain about my shoes, but they were just wrecked. Because I already did Infocom last year previous, and Pedro G. Gonzalez III again came clutch then. That's when I first met Shore. Laura Davidson, she was amazing. She said, "Hey, that's you, Office Hours Global." I showed up. That's all I did. I showed up. And the fact that she recorded my first interview with Greg Topol of Mimo Monitors, amazing. Thank you to people in the community that would edit for you so that, you know, the microphone that got pointed elsewhere was, oops, it was SM7DB, but the microphone wasn't pointed at the lips. So our friends from South Carolina helped us out, got it going. Again, it's a community gathering, or whatever you want to call it. Men, women, helping each other out, trying to get somewhere. If it's Zoom, that's one thing, but then we meet them in person too. You know, it's like, I don't mind going anywhere in this world. I'm not afraid. Just go. What's the worst that's going to happen? Whatever's written for you is going to happen. The inevitable? Well, it already happens, right? When you're born, you know what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to go away. So take what you learn and enjoy the surroundings. I enjoyed every lick of things. It was kind of cold. And then after a while, I was like, nope, no leather jacket because it is going to be hot. I'm going to mess myself up. So I got a plan. I had a bunch of gear because I know security's there. But guess what? Security became my best friend. I'm not going to mention her name. But amazing. Former Army. And I got the best spots. You know what spot I was in? Cannon's Corner. You know who's next to them? 8. You know who's next to 8? Fox. Who put in $150 million in their property. Amongst there. Doesn't matter, but news media agencies want hour, 14-minute segments because that's what we put in our heart to. We are not getting paid for this. I'm not getting paid for this. I just wanted to put my heart out there. The opportunity, the experiences. Don't pay me. Give me the experiences. I was supposed to get, or rather get, Condor Blue cage. I got this one from the Brandon Lee cage. It worked. It did it. I used it like 3-4 times, but it did it for me. If you look at my videos, I'm in the car driving to the stadium. The day of. Just talking crap. Maybe I'm cursing. I apologize. It's not a clean show on my show. It's just me just talking. And when I got there, when I did it, the national anthem and everything, my mom and dad had passed. My dad was 46. My mom was 66. Passed away from breast cancer. I'm wearing a pink shirt, a pink tie due to that. Catherine Legg's car is pink. It was amazing, immaculate pink. The video's out right now if you want to watch it. The next one is going to be Graham Rahal. Such a kind soul. And yes, it is America's world's amazing spectator sport. But his passion for what his sport is, for the people that is around him, that's what makes you want to go back. So for y'all AV guys, audio media guys, passion, keep going. Hard drives being expensive, what? Keep going. I still shot, I still came, and I conquered. So thank you for your time. And again, I will be joining office hours after hours, and I'll introduce you to my new cam op. He said yes to me. I known him since 3rd grade, Kurt Rivers. He works around CBS. I've known him for years. His dad unfortunately passed away last December. My mom passed away 2023, July 31st. My dad passed away July 28, 2003. Why is that significant? Between 20 years, almost those dates are almost on the same day. It's because of them I'm here. Thank you.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. So we need to, again, Hershey, I do have a couple of Zoom questions for you. And that was cool. Update that you were able to get to Indy 500 and all this content. So again, everybody on YouTube, make sure to check out the links that I put in there. Those are links to both of Hershey's YouTube channels. And that will get you the...
Pardon me, can you hear me?
Yes, we got you, Hershey.
I actually have an announcement to make because I'm thinking about the third. It's going to be Connections Bar. I think. Hold up. Connect Bar. Hold on. It came in my head. Access Connect Bar. The reason why I connect is connection, right? There's no S at the end. I'm trying to say it properly, so there's no S. Connection Bar. Blind accessible resource is what I am. That's what I'm trying to stay as. It's not a persona. It's just me. The silly little dude that was born in Zambia, has been staying in Daytona Beach since 1995. But hey, if you want to make changes, want to put money towards like tactile engineering, blew my mind. Lasers, this, that. People could use tools, but the tools are so freaking expensive. And so people may not even have, wheelchairs. It's a tool. It's not about me and my blindness or anything, but if you go to letmehelpinc.org, please check it out. Letmehelpinc.org. It's not about me, man. You guys let me be on the stage, but I took over your stage because I feel confident, clarity, and passionate to do this. So thank you. Zoom Test Kitchen. And questions, please.
Yeah, actually, I've actually got one for you, Hershey. Actually,
yes, sir.
And it's related to: do you think you'll be going back to Indy next year? And if so, do you think that you could actually incorporate live broadcasting as well as doing interviews as video clips? So I'm thinking because we are the Zoom Test Kitchen.
So I say funding is
Indy.
the main culprit in this. If anyone wants to get me a flight, a room, maybe some Taco Bell money. I love Taco Bell because it's an easy eat and it stayed in my stomach. That's why I say it that way. I'm vegetarian, so sometimes to eat something that you really feed off on is difficult. Yes, I would want to go anytime, any day. I'll go to every race. I really want to go to the Washington, D.C. race. It's a 200 mile per hour or 200. It's called I forget, something 200. But America's going to be 250 years old. Put me on a road course. Put me with a mic. I'm not afraid. I got a cane. It's going to help me. I'll stay safe. I'm not going to hurt nobody. I'm just curious, just as you are. I'm just hungry as you are. So yes and yes. And the thing is, the tool sometimes is what I need. So like, if I had a bag with me, audio bag, what you call it? What's that brand? Remind me, Mike. Big one.
Yeah. Well, there's Pelican.
No, the multicast thing, the little, whatever. It'll come to me. But the tools, having the right tools where you could stream from, right?
Oh, so you're talking like a 5G router or something like that?
Yeah, anything, any tools. I was a 2-man band, and I got you that quality.
That's right.
Me talk, Indy over there, or over there, because you're over there, right in front of me. I look at you, my audience, my people. Thank you. Next question.
Yeah, no, that's the only question I have so far. And what we'll do is we'll actually open it up to the YouTube audience, and I'm throwing the screen up to show the actual question and answer screen that I've got up, Hershey. And so that lets everybody know on YouTube that they should be able to ask us questions, and we will answer them before we disappear for this week's, and let everybody have a good weekend. All right, cool. So I'm just going to wait a few more minutes, Hershey, before we wrap this up.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And we'll see if there's any more questions.
Not a question, but a comment.
Go ahead, John.
Just Hershey, take a look at Laguna Seca. and their season and see what might be of interest.
Oh,
I
I
have
want to go
some
so bad.
connections
You
there.
guys, what is it? Selma, Serene, what's the S one? SEMA, and all of that. And then you go to Monterey and your car shows. Like I
The
want to
car
do that
show is
so
go,
bad.
go check the Laguna Seca Raceway.
Oh,
The
man.
current executive director was in at the 500. He used to work for the 500, and now he is the executive director at Laguna Seca.
Mr. Edelson, main thing for me is I'm still an unemployed person from 2016, but this experience again, tactile engineering was the godsend here that they sent me a flight, told me whatever, just receipt it. So I gave it to Pedro G. Gonzalez III because I hate trying to find receipts and everything together. So I was like, let him use eyeballs and work it. If you tell me to go to Infocom or anywhere, I'm there.
Put it in a plastic.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's say check it out, and then you and I can
Most
schedule
definitely,
a
I
call.
will. For sure, I will. I love that kind of stuff, and I definitely want to go. Funding's always the issue, but I'll go. I have the tools. I'm buying. For me, it's like the backpacks, right? With wheels, better because I'm already have MS and other things. I'm using a cane, make it easier. So when I start tightening up, getting my Pelican, Rolly, whatever, I'm down to do business.
Yeah, very, very cool, John. Yeah, that was a great tip. So it looks like John's got some contacts that you should be looking into, Hershey.
Well, gentlemen, if there isn't too many more, I do want to take off 15 minutes early. Just go get me a quick drink and rehydrate. Because you could find me in after hours if you go to officehours.global and then you click on schedule. You'll find the after hours link. You must register to be able to join that Zoom link. I will have myself, Harsha Trivedi. I'll have Kurt Rivers there. I'll have Pedro G. Gonzalez III there. Dave Schleppenbach, the CEO of Tactile Engineering, and maybe he'll bring a friend or two. So do encourage you to come, have any questions there. Thank you so much to Zoom Test Kitchen for your opportunity to talk like this. I'm full of energy today. Let's make good things happen to the world. LetMeHelpInc.org. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks for joining us, Hershey. It was great to hear from you. And everybody do check out all of Hershey's content and of course, any of his Indy 500 stuff that he was able to have the interviews with them live on the actual track. It was really cool. I've checked some of them out and the quality was awesome. Awesome. And you've got to remember that Hershey is blind doing everything. So it's really, really cool. And I'm very, very impressed. All right. So Tony Mobley and Mr. Idelson are still here with me. So let's do that last call for questions and we'll answer your questions here momentarily. If not, we'll wrap up for this week's edition of Zoom Test Kitchen. So let me know in YouTube chat. Okay. All right. And Tony and John are very quiet on me, so I might be wrapping this up even sooner, and I'll give YouTube a few more seconds. If you guys have any further questions for us, I will take them and do my best to answer them in any way I can. All right. All right. So on that note, let's wrap it up for this week's edition of Zoom Test Kitchen. And it's that time of the show, everyone, that it's time for everybody to get your vocal cords out. We're going to do some karaoke. Yes, we are. To the infamous Deep House 2 version of our theme song. Enjoy.
Welcome to the Zoom Test Kitchen where the magic happens live. Every Friday we're on air testing tech to thrive. From screen share to breakout rooms, we push Zoom to its max. So sit back, relax, and let's see what's Make sure your mic is clear, your camera not a drab. We'll show you how to host like a pro, manage like a king. With Zoom Test Kitchen, you'll be zooming with a zing. Zooming in, we're testing it all. Live on YouTube each week. From audio to video, no feature we won't tweak. We're the Zoom Test Kitchen crew, here to innovate. Join the fun, learn the tech, don't be late. Whether you're new to Zoom or an expert in disguise, we've got tips and tricks, we'll open up your eyes. From polls to quizzes, we test functionalities. Join us live, see what Zoom does with these. So if your meetings lag, or you can't share your screen, or if your audio echoes like you're stuck in between, we've got solutions, we'll show you how it's done. Zoom Test Kitchen, where Zoom fun has begun. Zooming in, we're testing it all. Live on YouTube each week. From audio to video, no feature we won't tweak. We're the Zoom Test Kitchen crew, here to innovate. Join the fun, learn the tech, don't be late. So tune in, don't miss out on this tech fest we lead. Every Friday, Zoom Test Kitchen, where you'll succeed. We'll make your Zoom meeting smooth, keep the tech in check. In the Zoom Test Kitchen, we've got your back. No wreck. We're the Zoom Test Kitchen, we've got your back. No wreck.
All right, Zoom Test Kitchen community. Thanks everyone for joining us this week on the Zoom Test Kitchen. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to let YouTube and Zoom know how much you love our content. Don't forget, we're here every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, and check your local time zones to match up to our 3 p.m. Eastern time zone slot. Have a great weekend, everyone, and see everyone next week for another edition of the Zoom Test Kitchen. And we're off to the Zoom Test Lounge. Take care.